Somebody got their volume up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Pops and the Henry Brothers podcast. Patrick jumped all over my introduction. What's going on, guys? Once again, welcome to Pops and the Henry Brothers podcast. We are your hosts. This is Patrick. I am Travis, and this is Pops.
Oh man, what's up, guys? What's up?
And y'all know the routine. Y'all know how we get down. Let's get it. We just wait on everybody to come in, so y'all know what time it is.
And of course, Pops is blasting his...
No, y'all didn't hear that.
Yeah. They heard it, Pops.
I was just trying to see what y'all listening. What y'all thinking?
I hear you.
This should be an interesting podcast.
Should be able to connect to it now.
Connected.
So now I shouldn't need this anymore. Yeah, it should be an interesting podcast. So now everything that guys, hopefully everything else is going okay with everybody. And hopefully everybody had good holidays, happy new year, so on and so forth.
You're on YouTube.
Get some music going.
Once again. You need to go to Facebook.
And as you start tagging some folks,
Hey, bring all these windows up.
Yeah.
Let me tag you so you can see it. I don't know why it's not coming up on Pops. I don't understand that.
we can tag them too, though. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody's doing good. We're gonna start tagging some folks.
Got it.
You got it now, Pops?
No, Dad doesn't have it.
No, I don't have it.
Dad, we don't have on none of that.
No, it jumped off what I had.
We got on black and stuff, and he said he got it.
Well, the screen was black.
No, the clothes we got on.
Oh, like I had on different clothes.
I just tagged you, so
man.
you should get the tag. Go to your tags, man. It's not coming up on his. I don't know. Okay. Look, go to your Facebook and just scroll down. And it should be right there. There it goes, right there.
That is right. You tagged it.
No, as soon as we go live, you're gonna see it on Facebook. There you go.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers podcast. Once again, we are your hosts. Y'all know the routine. Y'all know how we do it. We're just waiting on folks to come in. Let's make it happen.
And what's going on?
What's going on, Stephen Corley? What's going on, Ron Thomas? What's good, guys?
Travis got an announcement about the belt he's going to tell y'all about.
No, I don't.
You do.
I have no announcement about no belt.
Well, you're Patrick One.
So I don't know what he's talking about.
Both of y'all need to go at the same time and announce it. I'm waiting.
This guy.
Hit the button. Yes, I feel like a little like Jimmy Johnson right now. Y'all know what I mean?
Because all of you is what makes this game so great. Thank you, and I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
Don't y'all love it? Don't y'all love it?
Let me go get Dad a rag. After that,
Oh my goodness, please.
And right behind that,
hey, he just.
hey, y'all, y'all know y'all don't see
What's
the
the
belt.
word? You're trying to find the right word.
Y'all don't see the belt up here. do you?
Ejaculated.
He don't want to bring the belt. Where the belt at, Travis? Where the belt at?
Trevor trying to find the right word. What's up?
Where the belt at, man? Where
Dad
the
should make
belt?
love to himself.
Oh my goodness,
Where's the belt
boy.
at?
We gonna get this man a rag.
Where is the belt at?
What are you talking about,
The
man?
belt. You only get the chance.
Yeah, you're not the champion right now. So what are you talking? I'm
Right
still the
now,
champion to
guys.
the end of the season.
Ask
So
him
what
what
are you
right
talking
now
about?
means. Y'all ask him what right now means.
Golly,
He asked
boy.
about the belt like he got the belt right now. Or
Ask him
something.
what right now means.
Ron said, "Nope, pops, nope."
Run. Run.
This thing is going to Dad's head. I tell you, this man don't know how to be humble about shit.
I am humble.
No, you're not.
I'm just excited. I'm glad that
Excited about next year? Because that's what you're going to wait to.
the bottom line is
Man, please.
I beat y'all, man.
Child, please. Carlos, what's going on, cuz?
What's up, Carlos?
Hold on.
Y'all
cuz.
know the routine. We just waiting on everybody to get in here.
Well, we got a lot to talk about, y'all.
You know.
I can't
There you go,
wait.
Dylan.
I can't wait to jump in there with you guys and say I told you so.
We
Get ready.
We had to go get Dad a rag a while ago because he ejaculated on himself. So
Come on, pause, man.
we
Pause,
want to
man.
make sure he was good.
Are you crazy?
That's not a pause. Come on,
You don't say no stuff like that on.
That's actually what he just did.
Oh, that's a lie. Because I said how about them Cowboys?
I told him to wipe his face too because yeah, he got it everywhere. Talking about the Cowboys. I told him to wipe his face too, pal. He got it everywhere. Talking about them Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Friday on y'all. What? Jealous?
This is why Pops ejaculated on himself.
You gotta stop saying that.
It's what makes this game so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
You alright? You alright? You bust your shit?
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
man.
funny, man. That's funny. They just jealous, y'all. Because Pop is the king. I'm whooping them left and right, y'all.
I thought you said he was humble.
I am humble.
I can't tell.
But we-
Pop, can you tell?
No.
I'm talking about the win now.
We done
though.
created a monster, man. Like for real.
All I'm talking about is the win, man.
Craziness, man. That's
A
crazy.
gigantic, suck ass Cowboys monster is what we created. I'm sorry.
Why you put all the extra adjectives in
I'm
this?
just saying,
What's
man.
wrong with you today?
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
man.
start praying for him in a little bit live. You let him keep it up.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna start praying live on him. You let him keep it up. Carlos, you think that's funny, huh?
That is funny.
Whoa, big gulp, huh?
I really would say, well, good one,
alright,
coach. Good one, coach. Good one,
You ain't
coach.
got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Good one, coach. Reverse.
You know, he freestyled that. That's why the guys was laughing at him in that movie. Jim
Oh,
Carrey.
because he had to live that.
That's a good one, coach. That's a good one, coach.
He was expecting them to say something back, and then his
yeah.
mind in here was like, he's like, well, all right. He was fine now.
That's funny.
We're just waiting for some.
That simple was so hilarious, man.
We're just waiting for some people to come in, y'all. We're gonna get started a little bit here.
Absolutely.
My son's a little. He got off on the wrong side of the bed this morning. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Nah, we just in a silly mood, y'all.
Yeah, y'all are. I'm professional all the time.
Yeah, we can tell. It's live. They can see you, how professional you are. Right now. Right now.
Well,
Carlos said, no, sir. Laugh out loud. Travis Henry is on one, though. I'm sorry, cuz. You know,
no, he ain't. No, he ain't.
I'm just
sorry.
excited because it's the end of the season, and I know as soon as it's over, my team can start doing the right things they need to do to get back right. So I'm excited, man. Black Monday is Monday, guys. That means this is when coaches get fired and rehired and tired and sired. I'm just saying.
I tried to get y'all guys. I tried to let y'all guys down real gentle and let y'all know how it's going to turn out, but y'all don't want to listen. But y'all got a chance now to do that right. But if y'all keep the coach, way to go, coach.
Give him hell, coach.
Who's in now? Did I miss anybody?
Go ahead and finish the rest up. Finish the rest up, Trav. Use my will.
Yes.
You can't take my daddy's team away from me.
Remember the Titans.
Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know what getting ready to say. Brace yourself.
Brandon, what's up, Brandon?
Hateful rednecks.
What's up, Brandon?
Spiteful's all.
Oh my goodness.
You can't take my daddy's team away from him.
Oh man.
Good one, coach. Good one. Good one, coach. Well.
Michelangelo, what's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
Tony says, hell, Dallas coach needs to be fired.
Hey, you know what I got to say about that? Who said that?
Tony? Michelangelo? Your nephew?
Oh, hey, Tony, I want you to listen to something, nephew. Listen.
Uh-oh.
Listen.
Because all of you
Oh, Lord.
is what makes this game so great.
This is for you, nephew.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just got one more thing to say.
Listen up.
How about them Cowboys?
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, cuz you came in late because the first 3 times we did that, Dad ejaculated on himself, and we had to go get him a rag.
You better stop saying stuff like that.
I'm just saying.
That ain't even so.
And you made love to yourself live on in video in front of everybody, man.
Oh, you having fun, man. God, man, I don't know what's wrong with them boys today.
Oh man.
This gonna be a crazy show.
I told him to wipe his face too. He got it everywhere.
What's up, Brandon? What's up, my man? Hey, what's wrong with your boys today?
Oh, Pops, Brandon is in the building. He says, acknowledge January.
You know what? I'm gonna give a cheer for that one. I'm acknowledging that.
Hey, and heck of the thing,
Where it's coming.
you're making a fool out of yourself. Dak is playing, boy. Dak is playing. Hey, you're making a fool out of yourself.
Yeah, he playing all right. He playing all of y'all. That's exciting. Especially you.
Yo, I sent out some invites. Ron, Brandon, Carlos.
Nah, for real,
so
Dad, I
check
hope
your
y'all go
phone.
all the way, because if you don't, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be all
It's
bad.
gonna be all bad.
And then y'all think let's just say, y'all
Are
haven't
we starting it? Or are we waiting?
We're starting right now. We're starting right now. And let's just say you happen to get past everybody, even beat your nemesis San Francisco, and you get to the Super Bowl, which you've finally been wanting, and you get your ass destroyed
That ain't gonna happen.
by the Baltimore Ravens.
They not gonna even make it.
It will be a replay of what happened to us versus the Patriots. Then how would you really take that?
We'll never act like y'all did in Super
No,
Bowl.
how would you take, man, if you get lined up with the Ravens, they will destroy y'all.
What make you think that?
Are you serious?
We're a different team now.
Are you sharing the screen?
I'm about to.
This is what I was saying a while ago when I was drinking my Big Go. I say, Big Go, huh? But all right.
Anytime that Dallas starts running that trap. Oh my goodness.
Dad seems to think that they can match up with the Baltimore Ravens,
I do.
which is insane.
Their quarterback, he's good, but he's not the
He's
best.
good. He's going to be probably the MVP of the league again. What do
I
you
think
mean?
Dak got something to say about that.
Oh my gosh.
Don't be surprised,
This
man.
man is saying Dak is going to win the MVP.
I didn't say it.
Here we go.
No, I said Dak gonna have something to say about that. That's what I said.
Yeah, he going to say congratulations.
You don't think Dak got a chance?
He going to say no.
I don't.
All right, go ahead. He playing better than you. He playing better than him.
Okay. Well, let's see if you have a chance. Then.
Yeah, we sure will.
Like you said, let's see.
But right now, Dak is saying, "Here we go."
Yeah, I know. January. He said, "Here we go."
Oh, you watched the see? You watched the see?
Yeah, I agree with
He
you.
gonna set up for January. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all of you that's been talking about him. Run, you crazy boy.
Let's welcome Ryan Thomas to the building, everybody.
That's good, Ryan. That's good.
Ryan came in laughing, so he already know what time it is.
Ryan's on something already. I can see where he's laughing. That's all right.
He doesn't take you serious.
I know he don't.
A lot of people don't.
Just like when I told y'all when those Eagles were leading us by 3 games, I told y'all what's gonna happen at the beginning of the season. They gonna get out in front, but by the time it comes down, we gonna have a chance to win the division.
Brandon say-
then we're gonna go. I told you
Brandon say
guys.
Super Bowl or bust. That's it.
He should be talking to your Eagles. That's what you need to be
No,
doing.
Brandon said this. He
Oh,
said
Brandon
Super
said
Bowl or bust. That's it. He said Dallas is so good. Let's see it happen. I've heard way too much this season than ever.
Can I say something to him?
And Michelangelo,
I say something?
aka Tony, says Dak is trash. Stop playing.
Can I say something to him?
Go ahead.
Y'all don't have the right to say anything about us. You know why? Because you're not a Cowboy fan. You don't get to say so.
Lord, here we go.
Because all of you is what makes this game so great.
Listen up. Listen.
Thank you, and I just got one more thing to say.
Listen.
We have to sit through this.
How about them Cowboys?
I bet they just runs into the wall and hit their head when they
And
hear
then
it.
everybody else, when you say that, you like Jim Curry coming out the grocery store, coming out the fast food store on Dumb and Dumber.
Make it big. Make the screen big so you
It
can see
is.
it.
No.
So
No, it's not.
This is how everybody else is.
I'm coming
when
out
you say
like
that.
the Joker. You know how that Joker
the
was
screen big.
excited?
Hey guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Yeah, I'm just like the Joker. When that Joker come out there excited, jumping up and down, that's what I'm like. Because I know what's going to happen. I done seen it.
You see how awkward those guys were? They didn't even know what to say. Just like,
Chances are.
what do you expect us to say, dude?
Play it one more time because I think you had it big and you made it small. My
Oh
fault.
my goodness.
Oh. Ending up together.
Oh. It's difficult to say, and we really don't.
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight.
This is a Dallas fan. This is what you got. This is where you got to talk to him.
The least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
Listen. This is you, literally.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
And watch the delusion of the Cowboys fans.
This is Dad, verbatim.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Golly, man. Like, how delusional can you get? I mean, really?
man.
Like, how? I mean, like,
You know what?
This the last week in the regular season. We own one today.
And you know why I'm
Yeah,
not
tell
saying
you what.
anything? Because we in the driver's seat. We in control of our destiny. That's why I'm so happy.
spread it out. What's up, Doc?
You clowns. I'm going to call you clowns. You clowns is just in the little circuit. You just having fun, but
Wait.
Cowboys in the driver's
Calm
seat.
down.
Hold on, Dad.
Calm
Let's
down.
welcome Brandon to the show, everybody.
Welcome, Brandon.
What's
on
up,
radio.
Brandon? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna give him-
acknowledge him.
What's new, Brandon?
Me and Brandon got too long, got through talking, so.
It's January, baby.
Yes, it is. And I've been waiting for it. And I've been waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Yeah. Y'all remember what Brandon's saying? Remember?
No, you remember.
No, I see what's gonna happen. Guys,
No, you remember?
let me explain something for
Oh
y'all.
my gosh.
All year long, I've been calling it. Jalen Hurts, his need, where he's acting, where he gonna start going. I called all this. Now what I'm gonna call is this. I'm gonna be laughing last. I done told you.
Super Bowl or bust.
Super Bowl or bust is what I say.
You don't have a say so. You're not a Cowboy fan. You don't get a say so.
Pops. You know what it sounds? You know what it sounds like, Pops? You know what it sounds like, Pops? It sounds like you believe in magic. Yeah, that's what it sounds
Oh
like.
Lord, man.
You see that right there?
I see it, Brandon. I see it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do one even better than that.
I got you, bro. I see it.
All day.
You've been had that the whole time, or you just got that?
Man had it for 4 years.
That's all right, bro. That's all right. I know you had that, bro.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. That's nice.
Yeah, it
Matter of
is.
fact, I'm gonna do one even better than that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is for the Cowboy fans.
Why
Once
y'all,
again,
why y'all messing with us?
Cause y'all believe in magic.
since they believe
Oh,
in
it's been
magic,
working, though.
I mean, they do believe in magic.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. That got that
I'm
magic touch.
driving right now.
Oh, you good, bro?
Oh, you driving?
I'll be at the
Okay.
house.
No, you good, man.
I'm gonna wait till you get to the house and then
This is Cowboys fans right here all day, right here.
you done that, bro.
No, they haven't seen this.
They haven't seen it, Pop. So just this is you all day right here, Pops.
Make it
Just-
back big, though.
I'm just letting you know right now. These are Cowboys fans because they do believe in magic, right here.
Don't you bother to choose if it's jug band music or rhythm and blues. Just go and listen.
Even Brandon was laughing.
Off your face no matter how you try. Your feet start tapping and you can't seem to find how you got
Stop, Dylan. Stop. Get down. Go. That's Dad right there.
That's how he's feeling right now.
I'm feeling pretty good.
And this is us saying, what was that? And this is him after the season is over. After they get eliminated, he gonna be saying, "Oh, sorry."
Let me play that one more time. Let me play that one more time.
No. Let's go on. Come on now.
Yeah, let me play that one more time. I think they need to hear it. They need to understand what we deal with
Get with that
all the
rant.
time.
And get into his rant.
Look at Dad, he happy, boy. Look, he feeling it. This is him.
This is Dad right now. This is representing Cowboy
He
fans
feeling
right
it.
now.
This is everybody else in the league and all the other fans.
And we are the other people that's addressing him.
And then that black black lady that's doing the choir director, she's the voice of reason. She's like, what was that? See how that girl looked at you?
Hey, I got a question, y'all.
What was that?
Sorry.
What was that?
Yes, sir. What's going
Yeah,
on?
go
brother?
ahead.
I've been hearing that things supposed to be different because they finally put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor,
Yeah.
right? The curse is lifted, but I've been wondering who put the curse on them in the first place.
Let me explain it.
The supposed curse,
No,
right?
can I tell him?
Put it
Can I
on
tell you who did it?
themselves.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I tell you who did it, Brandon?
Well, make sure he's finished with his question. I
Who
don't know.
did it?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and finish. Well, are you finished?
He wanted to make sure he was finished with the question, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you, brother, okay? You ever notice when you do somebody really wrong, it always come back on them? Now, we being straight, everybody being straight. If you do somebody really wrong for no reason, it comes back. So, when he did that to Jimmy, he went out there, and that was wrong. Everybody's just like they just gave up. The fans, half the fans got upset, even the players said, man, what you doing? And Jimmy walked out and they said, that ain't nothing. God don't like ugly. When he did that, everything started happening bad. We were going good before that happened. When he did that, Brandon, think back. We all start having bad luck. We have good teams, but at the end of everything, we always lose. When he lifted that, we can't lose now because you see what happened.
do it.
You see what happened.
Don't do it.
You see what happened to Detroit, right?
It's a cat, man. He about to grab the cord.
No matter what the referee did they tried to trick us, and they end up tricking the referees and tricking themselves. And we still win.
Safe.
Watch me. That curse is gone, bro.
I said it to him, Pat. He was like,
karma from that though.
He looked up like twice.
They know the only karma for that is now we right. We're right with the world now. That's the karma.
Remember when y'all did that to Detroit last time?
Man, that was the first team that ever been cheated on. Come on, what are you doing?
No, I'm talking about Detroit when y'all cheated Detroit back in
We
2015.
cheated them?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
In that
yeah, that's
playoff
right. That was
game.
the first time. Yeah.
I can tell you this much. I can start naming a lot of times when we got cheated.
Oh,
You want me to do it?
Here we go.
egregious.
No.
When y'all picked the referee called a pass interference, then picked it up and said it didn't happen. Nah,
You know why he picked it up? He
Because
made a mistake. He made a mistake. Hurry up and stop driving so we get into this.
Let me
Good.
get inside. I'm still on though. Let me get inside real quick.
But the referee said himself it was a mistake. That's why he picked it up.
Hold on, let me pull up this other comment real
I'm
quick.
glad you went there with that.
That was Carlos's comment, and of course you saw my reply. I'm like, yeah, that's them all year long. But Michelangelo said something interesting. Would you please expound on this, cousin? Hey, Tony, look, cuz, expound on this.
He says this to you, Dad. He said, Michelangelo, aka Tony, says, hell, Jimmy was wrong. Look at his head.
What is it?
I don't get that one.
Please expound on that.
Somebody's hair.
Jimmy
Johnson.
got the best hair in the business, man. What are you talking about?
The best hair in the
It's
business.
always
Yeah,
the best when it comes to cowboys. Nothing
Look, let me tell you.
No. Jimmy Johnson
we
is
go.
known to have good hair. Everybody know that.
Here we go.
Always that man that just hair
he
still
is
looking
known,
like
he
that.
is known for having a great head of hair.
Stop all that now.
That is
Don't be jealous, guy. Nephew, you jealous. You jealous.
jealous.
That's better than put. Jealous.
Let me hear from Ron Thomas. He been sitting there patiently. What's going on, Ron?
What's up, Ron?
Yeah, Pops.
Hey, he on one today, boy.
Hello.
I love you to death, bro.
Hey.
Why you had to wave at the man like that, Pops?
I'm excited to see him.
Did you blow him a kiss?
No. I got to throw him a kiss.
Get him some flowers. All Ron, watch yourself. Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Don't catch that, Ron. Dodge it. Don't catch it.
He gonna make him talk and they laughing right now.
And Daddy's after everybody right now.
Boy, I'm
Hide your
telling you
kids.
what,
Hide your wife.
Man,
Pop loves the kids.
easy.
Go ahead, man. I'm serious.
Tony say his hair longer than his, man.
It's true. His hair is longer than Pops. Just about shoot.
Oh,
He said his hair is longer than Jimmy Johnson's.
Man, I don't know why you're talking about that man's hair.
He just making an observation.
The man got good hair though. But that's jealousy.
Pause.
I can't believe you said that.
Go ahead, man. We listening.
You said Paul. All right, look.
You know how Santa Claus do it.
Look.
Hey there, young man.
First of all, let's delve into some of these topics real quick.
He's not through yet.
I do.
He said, "Nah, I'm through." Oh man, boy! I tell you what.
Oh my God, Ron, you crazy boy. Oh man. I don't know what's up about you, dude.
You neither.
You crazy, man. But,
Something else, boy.
let's go to the next question. Y'all go ahead, take your shot at me, cause I'm feeling so good. Ain't nothing you can say to mess up my mood.
Yes, it is.
Well, if y'all ready,
He said, "Yes, it is."
You start talking bad about Macau, well, that might make me upset. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
he all into it over there. Look.
Hey, you better get him. He's showing it.
He popped threw up. Look, now he holding the mic like David Ruffin. Look,
The cat, y'all need to see this,
cat
man.
is eating on the mic and then holding the mic stand like David Ruffin, bro, like he finna sing.
What's wrong with that crazy cat? Now
You better get him.
he's running equipment, dude.
Is he hungry? Feed him.
Kick him out. Do him like feed him, pal. Do him like a Flintstone. Kick him out, Patrick. Do him like a Flintstone. Kick him out. Kick him out.
The cat is in here trying to eat mic stands.
Oh Lord.
Travis,
Yo.
the cat said he a Dallas fan.
Man, that's the craziest cat, guys. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Cat name's Oreo. He's black and white,
Travis,
and he's trying to get some filling because he's hungry.
the cat said
So
he
Oreo.
a Dallas fan too.
He tried to chase the cat. The cat ran around in a circle and jumped up and stuck him a birdie and then ran in the other room.
Oh God,
crazy, bro.
there's a lot of crazy things happening right now, y'all.
Patrick, the cat says he a Dallas fan too. What's up?
He must be, so he tripping big time.
Cat, they got tired y'all talking about the Cowboy.
Hey y'all, speaking of Cat, what y'all think about all that stuff Cat Williams said?
I think it's 100% true.
100%.
100% true.
And I watched the whole interview. It took me a while. It was like 2 hours and 46
Listen, let me-
minutes,
let-
almost 3
let me
hours.
tell you
I
something.
loved every bit of it because he's been saying this since back in the
his
day.
story's never
And Brandon,
changed.
you know, we've talked about this type of stuff since back in
Now,
the day, and now it's coming to light.
And let me point out some stuff too. People was clowning him because he said he read 3,000 books in a year, stuff like that. And I don't know if that number could be exaggerated,
Nah, it's not.
but you got to think, Cat Williams.
He's very meticulous.
And it's not only that, but Cat Williams has been a part of Mensa for years, and that's one of the organizations that recognize the IQ levels and gifted and talented youth. And so, Cat was smart enough to be accepted in college by the age of 10 or 12 years old.
Cat is a genius.
And
bro.
and his IQ was like one of the highest IQs, that's been recorded. And a lot of people don't realize that he actually was taking college level courses and accepted into college at the age of 12 years old. And
Right.
people was clowning him about, this and that, about, all this stuff. But people don't realize, if you go and research, that dude is smart.
Right, but if you leave it to everybody else, they'll be like, "What the hell you talking about?" I am a boy, Damon.
But the only thing I'm gonna say is, like, Cat's story has never changed. And Cat not only did Cat expose and point out stuff that need to be pointed out, but he also gave credit where credit is due. He made a comment about Gary Owens, and he was like, I'm just gonna say, why is there a white comedian who hadn't he's one of the only ones who hadn't crossed over yet? And some people was like, wait a minute, what? And Gary heard it, he was like, wait a minute, what is this? So he went on Twitter and Black Twitter to try to find out, was this a diss or was this? And then people was like, no, he's giving you a comment, Gary, because you ain't sold out. So that's why they may not see you on as much of this mainstream stuff, because you ain't sold out. You've been the same this whole time. And so not only was he was he throwing them darts, but he was also giving credit where credit is due. He gave Bernie Mac his flowers when he was on there. So I think it's true, man. And the way they do that in this industry is, whether it was Dave Chappelle, whether it was Martin Lawrence, Cat Williams, when you start speaking out and you don't want to go with
The status quo.
the status quo that they set for everybody,
Yeah.
they try to make you look like you crazy. They try to make you look like you are out of the box. They try to make you look like all kinds of stuff negative.
They want to turn all the means out.
Yeah. Anyway, another story for another
That
day.
ain't good.
We
That
can
ain't cool.
So that's my response.
What you do in the dark will turn to the light. If
Yeah,
you
that's
come
true.
to the light,
100%.
That's Ron. That's what I was talking about a while ago. You're right. You're right.
And he just been saying it for the last how many years? 30 something
Yeah,
years.
and it's been the same. The story has never changed.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, Ron, about what they did to Jimmy. They did all that underhanded, and he came back, and we started losing.
So
now-
now,
Mhm.
now and like Cat Williams, everybody talking junk about Cat Williams, but everything he been saying, like Travis,
Coming true.
Patrick,
Yeah.
It's
it
word.
coming true.
Yeah.
Why you got to wear a dress in Hollywood as you do?
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
And like I said, the funny thing is, nobody really came out and said he was just straight out lying. Some people might say, "Oh, he's pretty much right." I might have to clarify some things, but he's pretty much right. The only one that's kind of like denying the things is Cedric the Entertainer about him stealing his joke.
But
And that was obvious that Ced stole his joke. That
yeah,
was
but
obvious.
he stole a couple people jokes.
But he said, "Sandra, keep showing out. They gonna hit him in the stomach." You hear that name?
I want to bust Cedric's stomach.
And my thing is, there's been footage, and then now footage is resurfacing about Cedric doing other people's jokes. Anyway, go ahead, Ron.
But I love Cedric too, though.
Now, to me,
I like Cedric too, but he did. If you stole it, you stole it. He stole it.
Yeah.
you gotta give people their props.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
I mean, why you gonna steal the man's joke, then been lying about it all the years?
Because he figured back at that time, Cat was just coming up. Cedric was already established over Cat, so he thought Cat was gonna blow up to that level. What's going on?
Yeah.
He thought Cat wasn't gonna blow up to that level, so
Yeah.
he figured he can steal the joke and nobody was saying anything about it because he didn't think Cat was gonna be big. But
Yeah.
turns out Cat is one of the legends.
Right.
And it came back to bite him.
And he also talked about Steve Harvey was stealing
Yeah.
Mark Curry jokes and everything.
I mean, we all
Well,
know
he
that.
was talking about the platform of the show, like the format.
I mean, he stole everything from Mark Curry. Think about it.
Right.
Mark Curry had Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah. What was
about
that?
him being a principal in the school.
Yeah, he used to be a basketball player.
Yeah, and then after
come
that
back-
show was over with, Steve Harvey came out with the Steve Harvey show with him and Cedric.
Used to be a musician.
He's a principal.
And then after he get finished, he
Same
came back
type
to be a
thing.
principal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So is it almost verbatim stole the show to a T? Just
Yeah.
might want to say it was a remake, basically.
Pretty much.
So it like all these so-called comedians stealing people's stuff.
What you call got hurt?
Is you really that funny?
Sharon just came in, y'all.
Might did.
Is that
Hey,
really
Sharon.
that funny? If you got to steal somebody else stuff? Steve Harvey.
I see you, Carlos.
Hello, Miss Sharon.
Is
What's
that
up, Carlos?
Is that really that funny? You got to steal other people's material?
Hey,
Yeah,
keep us updated on the game, Ron, because we can't really
no, I
see
got it,
it.
we got it.
I mean, Patrick got it right here on his Witchcom, but
But the other thing is,
so what's going on with Lamar? He didn't get
Carlos,
hurt, did he?
Carlos said that Cat Williams, he thought his IQ was like 162, which is freaking incredibly high.
That is high.
Anyway, go ahead.
162. Cuz, oh yeah.
He might have just been out for a play.
I just turned it on the game. So.
Oh, okay, he's good. He's all right. Cause I saw Huntley, the other quarterback, in there for a second. I wonder what's going on.
Maybe his helmet come off or something. He had to get out.
Right.
But yeah, this cat been saying this stuff for years, and people trying to make it seem like he was crazy.
No,
now
that's still Huntley.
Now it's all coming to light. I don't know what's going on with Lamar. Then hope he didn't get hurt.
Anyway, so
That ain't gonna be good.
so what's the first topic we got in
Talking about
store?
not playing it at one time.
So we got some topics we're gonna talk about with everybody.
Yeah, first topic. Dalvin Cooks, the running back, signs with the AFC leading Baltimore Ravens. Does that put the already Super Bowl contenders over the top like Sylvester Stallone? Thoughts?
I don't think it puts them over the top. I think they're already over the top,
Amen.
honestly. And it's just adding depth because Dalvin Cooks, even though Dalvin Cooks is still playing at a very high level, you could argue that he might be a little past his prime. So it's not like they went and got
Can
the
I
best.
say that?
It's not like they went out and got the best back in the league right now. Is Dalvin Cook a top 10 back still? 12, whatever? Yeah. But to say that put him over the top is almost implying that they weren't already contenders.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And so this could go. The Baltimore Ravens could win the Super Bowl. So could the Cowboys. So could the Eagles. So could the 49ers. There's a few handful of teams that could go and win the Super Bowl. As we sit here right now, it's just a matter of how it all plays out.
Amen.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So that's my only thing.
My
Right.
thing,
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
my thing, it put the cherry on top. And what I mean by that, it will help out Lamar more. So Lamar to be fresh in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, there's two things I want to bring up. First of all, Lamar's not playing, and I don't know if something happened to Lamar or if they're trying to save him because they've already made the playoffs.
I think they kept him out.
Or it could be anyway. But I've kind of kept tabs on the game, and the Steelers had a drive. They had to punt. The Ravens had a drive, and they were 3 and out of 4 or 5 plays and out. So we've always been pretty evenly matched with them. I'm gonna save it. I want to get in that. I don't want to get in that topic yet. I'm gonna save it, the one that I brought up at the end. But what do y'all think about the Dalvin Cook thing?
Well, I'll say that the reason I say I think it puts them over the top because I'm not implying that they're not a Super Bowl contender because they are. But
Right.
they already got the weapons they need, but adding him, that's like overkill. That's why I say over the top. Like you add him to an already established, great depth-wise team. It's like, where else can you go? Like, if somebody gets hurt, Dalvin steps right in. It's like there's no drop off. Like it just stays great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, they're already hard to deal with. I don't see nobody dealing with them besides y'all. If y'all get in there or whatever. And what's y'all scenario? Do y'all gotta beat them in order to get in?
Well, we got to win. We got to win out. If we'd have won one more of the other games, we'd be in the playoffs right
I said,
now.
do you gotta
We have
depend
to-
on anybody else?
They gotta win out.
to get in.
As
They need a little help, too.
as long as the Colts and the Jaguars don't,
They need a little help.
I'm sorry, as long as the Colts and the Texans don't tie, because we're all sitting at the same record,
that ain't gonna happen.
but we got losses to both of them. So if they tie, that puts them over us by half a game going in. But if one of them lose, and then if the Bills get beat by Miami, which is possible, then we'll be in. And I think, and we can still lose and get in, but then like the Titans have to. There's a couple. I gotta go back and look at it, but there's like 2 extra things that have to happen if we lose. I mean, I'm sorry, if the Colts and the Texans tie, we have to win this game. I mean, that's no doubt about that. We can't lose and get in. But if we win and then the Bills lose and the Texans and the Colts don't tie, we're in.
Right. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Lamar Jackson because I don't see him in the game. I don't know what's going on.
If Buffalo win, and I say this because we don't know what Tyreek Hill had right now. He got so much going on with his house catch on fire and stuff like that. So is he going to play or?
But see, I thought about this, Ryan, when you said that about his house. He got a lot going on his mind when his house catch on fire because I thought, he had got over that back when that movie came out in 1994, Tales from the Hood. When they burnt the house down, all the little. I'm just saying, ain't that what you talking about? Oh, my bad.
Oh, so basically,
my bad.
For those who may not get that right away,
God, man.
Tales from the Hood, those little, I don't even want to say it, man.
Nigglets. The nigglets.
The old white man in the movie was like, you little nigglets. Little dog with the dreads. Then they run around.
The little thing running around with big old knives.
They were basically slaves, spirits in little dogs' bodies.
Them things was going up the steps, crawling up the steps.
Wow.
And they was running around.
Wow. Anyway.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man.
Oh, y'all not gonna tell me Tyreek Hill was like, anyway.
Don't do that, man.
But what do you think
Travis?
This is the last week. I'm ruthless today. Now, what is your thought on the situation?
My thought on it is exactly what Patrick said. Because I told Travis that earlier today. Same thing you said, Patrick. It'll make them know better because they're just going to say that they're not already in good seat. What it did, it gave them more depth. That's it. And Cook is not the same back he was, y'all. He's still a decent back.
He's still dangerous.
No, he's still decent back, but he's just not the same back that he was. If you watched him play this year, he's just not the same back, but he still got some play in him. So I'll say it's depth. That's all it is.
Okay. I think it's funny that you say that because when y'all
it's the truth, man. Patrick
was in talks of getting him, he was the guy, but since he went to the Ravens, he's not that great anymore.
Can I address that?
Oh man.
No, it's simple. He had put a shout out to the Cowboy. Cook did this.
Okay.
So Jerry Jones talked to him and said, okay, say we're not gonna spend no money. Say, but we do need a little help there. So what Jerry Jones did, decided to let him go. You know why Jerry Jones didn't take him? Because they got Johnson instead. Now Johnson used to be with the Seattle, and I think one time he might have been with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not sure.
Who's that?
Johnson. How you say his name? Roderick Johnson. He kind of looked like Henry. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. That back
he was with the Saints in Seattle.
Yeah. The guy got some punch to him. And that's what we need is somebody that can take it up the center.
He's an undrafted free agent. Running back.
So that Johnson, I'm looking.
Dallas brought him in for a power back.
Yeah, and I'm telling you guys,
nothing special.
Cook ain't no power back.
Average back.
Cook is not a power back, but that guy here is. So I think we made a good move.
Okay, so that's cool.
They're definitely not a power back.
Next topic.
Talking about Johnson. I'm talking about Cook.
Cooks, yeah.
No, he's not a power back.
Next topic. If the Falcons beat the Saints and the Bucks lose to the Panthers.
Come on now.
Then the Falcons win the NFC South and host a playoff game either versus the Eagles or the Cowboys. So if that happens, who would the Falcons rather see? Ron, starting off with you.
us.
I know, right?
Well, we owe both of them. We owe Philly a butt whooping.
Yeah, you do.
We owe Dallas, do my French, or ASS whooping.
Yeah, you do.
So I'd rather see Dallas.
Yeah, I want to see what Dallas is made of. Also, if we happen to get that point, I don't think we will.
So you saying that you basically saying that you think Dallas would not be as much of a challenge in the playoffs as the other team?
No, not saying it won't be a challenge.
No, as much of a challenge. Like which one would would be more favorable?
No,
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I just said it personal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want that get back. You want that get back.
Right.
Fox tell us all the time, you know how many points we put up on y'all
and what they do to us all the time, and it'll be funny, Ryan, if we would happen to get matched up with them and we be the one knock Dallas out the playoffs. Wouldn't that be some shit?
That would be some stuff, Pops.
And how would you take that, Pops?
You want me to say something?
Yes, please.
Ryan, let me tell you the reason why you crazy. If y'all get a chance to play Cowboys, you got to come to our home.
I'm saying, let me tell you the reason why you crazy.
The kid said no. Right when he said it was perfect time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right now, nobody wants to play Dallas at Dallas. Nobody. It's all in the league. No team wants to play Dallas at home because Dallas is a juggernaut at home. Believe it or not, for them to come into Dallas, you don't want to do that. Nobody does.
Who's the best team, Dad?
I said to ask anybody around the league, they'll tell you he's right. You don't want to come into Dallas because we normally score 30 or 40. When we played the Lions the other night, that was one of those things that might not happen again.
You won't be able to score that on our defense, though. Number 8 overall, you won't be able to score that on our defense.
I gotta say this.
There ain't been an offense yet that can stop Dak Prescott. I don't know why you think y'all can.
You ain't played our defense yet, though.
Okay.
But
everybody ain't got our defense.
The one thing we do,
man, y'all just trying to get in the playoffs. You're not even in there yet. The reason why? Because you ain't as good as you think you are.
About our defense, bro. He's
sleeping
on our defense.
Y'all got
he's saying something, guys.
We number 8 defense.
Very underrated defense.
He's saying something.
the one thing we do better than all the teams you play.
Man, I watched y'all.
Let him finish. He's saying something, y'all. Then when he started talking, he was like,
I'm not saying anything, but let him talk.
Okay.
The one thing we do better than every team you played so far, we run the ball.
Everybody we've been playing have been running the ball.
Not like us.
Man, y'all don't even know what back to run.
Okay.
That's true.
Y'all don't even know what back to run.
He might have a point there.
Let me say something that you might agree with. Every team we played thus far got some of the best 1-2 punches in the business. Now you talking about y'all back? Detroit backs, them two backs they got, they can compare to y'all backs. Seattle got a pretty good running formation. Miami's got one of the best. Don't be saying that y'all running. See, Dallas is a bend defense, but they don't break. Y'all ever notice these guys run up and down, but when they get into the red zone, we stop them? Have y'all not been noticing that? Every team we play, they'll come up and down the field. When they get into the red zone, they leave out with a 3. Check me. You see something wrong? Is I'm wrong, guys? Travis, you and Patrick, I'm wrong? They come out with a 3. Detroit. Look at Detroit's game.
I wouldn't say.
I'm just telling you what happened.
Came out with 3 because y'all been scored on a pretty good bit by a couple of teams.
Brandon said the reason he left, he had to go help Danielle with a flat tire.
Okay, I got you.
If you remember the scores, see, I'm not talking Major League. I'm talking about what happened. Dallas Cowboys have a tendency that make these teams come out with 3 points. Believe it or not. And if y'all ain't been keeping up with it, you need to start keeping up.
Well, I'm saying you're not putting no 30 on our defense, so I'm telling you. That ain't happening.
You do know we ranked number 8 in defense, right, Pop?
A lot of these defense we play ranked higher than y'all.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I would like to get back at that.
Well, you better not come trying to do it in Dallas Stadium.
What's going on with this?
Wait a minute, Travis. If we win that game, Do we play at home or?
No, you gotta play us.
Wait a minute, player.
So wait a minute, player.
You ain't keeping up with the games, bro.
No, I asked a Falcons fan. Where do we play it? Do we play at home?
Well, we host a home game. If we win, if we beat Saints and Tampa Bay loses to the Pussies, then
you need to stop.
What's their real name?
That's their name.
Saints.
The Panthers.
Carolina Pussies. The kitty cats. But anyway, if we beat the Saints and Tampa Bay loses to the Pussies, then we host a home game. And we win the NFC South.
So that means Dallas got to come to us.
Depending on what happens with Dallas and the Eagles,
you ain't keeping up with it.
To end it out, that's why it says we'll play either or the other.
Yeah.
So it depends on what happens between Dallas and Eagles for that last.
You want to know
NFC East?
Can I expound on it?
Well, explain to you why
they will play the second, the third, what do you call it? The fifth seed or the second person in that division. Does that make sense? Because whoever wins that division will have their own either home field advantage or, and so whoever's second in that division will still make the playoffs, but they'll have to probably go with y'all. Does that make sense?
Well, let me explain to you why it's the way wrong. I'm gonna say this so you understand what I mean. If Dallas beat Washington tomorrow, they become the second seed. They'll get 2 or 3 games at home. That's what y'all gotta understand how they work now. These guys ain't thinking about that.
The Eagles have to lose though.
They ain't got to lose. If Cowboys win, they automatically there. Eagles already done lost their chance. If Dallas beat Washington, they come second seed and they win the division. And they get 2 or 3 games at home.
Y'all are tied though.
Oh, see y'all, he ain't keeping up with it. He don't even know. You don't even know.
I know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, if Dallas beat Washington, they'll become second seed in the division champs.
Yeah, Patrick got it right here on his phone.
And they'll get 2 or 3 games at home. Only time they'll meet San Francisco is when they get ready to decide who's going to the Super Bowl.
So even if the Eagles win, y'all still be second seed.
Yeah.
If y'all win.
Yeah, because we're already ahead of them.
Y'all got the same record.
I know it looked like the same, but by the chance that other people losing put us up there. I know you don't understand it, but you need to start checking those games out.
But don't y'all have the same division losses? And
no.
And y'all tied?
No, we don't. I'm trying to tell you. If Dallas beat Washington,
this last game,
you got to keep up with
between them two. Whoever wins it wins the NFC East.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
If we win tomorrow, which we will, we beat Washington. It ain't me bragging.
Yeah, you better hope you win.
Guys, there ain't nothing wrong with fans having faith in their team. I know you guys look at us to start saying stuff like, "Oh, you're bragging."
Washington might be playing spoiler. Washington playing spoiler.
The bottom line, I don't care what they playing. We play Washington every year, and we always bust them. Okay, that's just simple that. But Dak Prescott ain't the same quarterback y'all been known to see. All I'm telling you, if we beat them, I say if that way make y'all feel better. If we beat them, we win the division with the champ, and we go into second seed. And we get to play 2 or 3 games before we have to go anywhere. And if we beat those games, then they'll probably go into the Super Bowl. And then we get to play, maybe it'll be San Francisco if they make it. Everybody thinks San Francisco gonna make it, but you don't know how this thing gonna work. This is the playoffs, guys.
It's connected.
This is the playoff. San Francisco and Dallas met in the playoffs. Y'all remember how that thing turned out? They beat us by 6 points. And everybody bragging about San Francisco going. At the beginning of the year, yeah, they beat Dallas. But Dallas came back been different, but in the playoff games are different. Look at the game between Dallas and San Francisco. If Dak Prescott had a fell down, had it slick earlier, would have beat them guys. Time ran out, and they beat us by 6 points.
But you know how that goes. It's should have. I mean, just saying that's happened against teams and for teams. It happened against y'all, but it also happened for y'all in the Detroit game and stuff, and the Seahawks game. So ifs, woulda, shouldas. The main thing is y'all got a chance to clinch the division.
But it is going to happen. That is going to happen.
Yeah.
And right now, no teams want to see Dallas Cowboys. I know y'all want to put them down, but ain't many teams wants to face the Dallas Cowboys right now. Believe it or not, we playing our 8 game, we can't be beat. Detroit, we let them off the hook. CeeDee Lamb fumbled right on the goal line. Now think about what's happening. We've been giving teams a chance to stay in there. The game before the end of the game, they got penalized 2 for 15 yards, and then they showed that we didn't even do it. They supposed to have been against the Detroit. That's how Detroit came up at the end to have a chance to say we cheated. But the cheat started before we even got to that play. And y'all don't remember that play. You just remember the last play because you don't want Cowboys to advance. That's sad, guys. That's sad. If you're going to call cheat, call it. It was a cheat. 2 cheat plays started before we even got to the last game. The last play of the game. They tried to cheat us. They tried to trick the referee and end up tricking the referee, and they tricked themselves. When you do evil stuff like that, it don't work out. They tried to trick the Cowboys and end up tricking the referees. That's what happened, guys. But if Cowboys beat those Washington, they'll be second seed, and we'll win the division. I believe the Cowboys are a different team, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this live, guys.
What's going on?
I just can't. They ain't let me go to it for some reason. I don't know.
But tell me what y'all think, though. Some of you guys don't think Cowboys is a different team. No matter how good Dak has played, you guys still want to say the same guy. I don't get it. He's never played this way before.
I'm not going to even say nothing.
But do you agree with me? The only time he ever played close to this is when he was a rookie.
I'm not knowing. Pops, I'm not finna go there with you today.
I'm just stating facts.
I'm not
Stating
falling
facts.
for the banana and the tailpipe.
Yeah.
You do this. Wait a
Okay.
minute. You've been doing this for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
For the last 5 years, you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that, Pops.
That's
I
okay.
love you to death, but
We'll be having the conversation again.
yeah, we will.
But if you don't believe Cowboys for real, keep watching them. Keep watching them. Dak Prescott playing out of this world, bro. That guy, I mean, he's throwing passes to the receiver, and they don't missing him. But if you've seen that Detroit game, every pass, on one pass he overthrow. But every pass he throw, he hit our guys right in the hand. They just missed it. Guys, I'm telling you, y'all got to start paying attention to what's going on. This guy's on it. But y'all hate him so much that y'all not paying attention.
Pops, I'm not finna.
And CeeDee Lamb, y'all know he's 60 yards right behind Tyree. 60 yards. After it's 60 yards, he passed Tyree. I know you guys don't even realize that, didn't you? 60 yards, he'll pass Tyree. That's a lot of stuff going on, guys. Yeah, we're talking game.
No, I'm trying to find.
Did y'all know that, Patrick?
What's that?
60 yards and a Lamb will pass Tyree. Did y'all know that?
Listen, guys, I can't
Oh,
find
for the season. Yeah.
It won't let me click on the live, like to watch the comments, so I can't keep over the comments. I don't know what's going on.
They got him in. They got him in. Dak as number 1 right now. Dual threats, you know. And Lamar's out there doing all that, but Cowboys, Dak going on the radar. But hey, it is what it is. What's going on with your phone, Travis?
I don't know. Saying technical difficulties. I don't know. See, every time I try to click on it,
Come out of it and go back.
So what's the
again.
next topic? So the next topic that we're slated to
Go to the next
discuss.
topic, Travis.
All right, next topic. The rumors. Well, I want to say before we go to that, because I didn't get a chance to speak on it. I will say I'd rather see the Cowboys though, because we owe them, and it would be nice to knock them out the playoffs just to shut their fans up. That would be nice. But moving forward, rumors on AJ Brown, wide receiver from the Eagles, becoming an issue, beefing with the locker room. Thoughts?
They falling apart.
You said AJ Brown with the Eagles. I don't think they're falling apart. I just think
yes, they
I
is.
think that happens with teams. Like
No, bro.
sometimes teams go through stuff, and like sometimes like losing games that you probably you can arguably say they shouldn't lost a couple of those games will frustrate a team. I mean, it happens. So are they? Is a team? How'd you word this now, Pops?
What?
That the team is. What'd you say?
They falling apart.
No, I don't think.
They fighting, dude, in the locker room.
No, you have that.
Oh, no.
A lot of these teams, they'll have skirmishes and disagreements inside the locker room that we probably never know about.
Yeah, you will. They'll tell you.
So it's just like I can guarantee you, if you walk in the Steelers locker room or Dallas's locker room or Falcons, not everybody gets along perfectly all the time.
That ain't happening.
Sometimes I can bet that it could be receivers with quarterback or vice versa, or something on the defense and missing a play. You know what I mean? Or it could be a lot of stuff. Now it's speculation, a lot of it, but at the same time, if any of us can sit here and say that this team or that team never have any issues at all behind the scenes, that's delusional, I think, in my opinion. Because I think you just said that it don't happen with Dallas, and I can just about guarantee.
I said it's not happening now.
Oh yeah, well, it may not be happening now with a lot of teams. And you know what? With the Eagles situation, it may not be happening now with them. It may have just been something that was that came up a few days ago, a week ago, and they may have squashed it. You never know.
Okay.
What do you think, Trap? I think I'm making sense in terms of just looking at it.
Say again. I'm sorry. I was trying to.
He said the Eagles not having no problems.
No, what I was saying is this is what I was
the
saying.
locker room.
Just what I was saying. I was saying every team has issues from time to time. That don't mean the team's falling apart. And I guarantee you can go into a Cowboys or Falcons or Steelers locker room, maybe not at this particular point in time in the season, but at some point over the course of this season or different times, there's been issues or skirmishes or disagreements behind the scenes that we may never even know about with all these teams. Doesn't mean they're falling apart. And then Pops made the comment, it's not happening with Dallas right now. I thought he was saying it don't happen with Dallas at all, but he was just saying right now. And I said, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It may not be happening right now, but it may not be happening with the Eagles right now, because what you heard about in the news, it may have been a week ago or a few days ago, and it may be over with right now. But to say the team is falling apart just because of that, I mean, it could be frustration because of a couple of losses that they shouldn't have had, which is arguable. I mean, it could be a lot of stuff, but that don't mean the team's falling apart. I mean, that happens with every team, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I'll say that I'm not gonna say they're falling apart yet, but that is a problem when your star number one wide receiver is beefing with players or whatever. And he came out in the media and said that everything's good and he don't have an issue, but you know how that goes. That's damage control. Yeah.
Or he could be telling the truth.
I mean he could, but you've seen him on the sideline getting into it with players and coaches and stuff. So obviously that's damage control.
But it's
on video. So.
Yeah, it's speculation though. It could have been. That's my point. It could have been.
But it comes down to. I agree with you.
In that moment, it could have been.
Yeah, it comes down to.
Patrick, let him finish, Patrick. Let him finish.
It comes down to, like, at the end of the day. No, I agree with what he's saying though. It comes down to speculation. At the end of the day, we really don't know what's going on. If he say everything good, then we just take his word for it until something else explodes.
Something else happens.
That's it.
I got a feeling they busting because they're not winning no more.
Okay.
Of course, it's frustration.
I'm gonna give y'all a take on what the media has been reporting, what AJ's been reporting, and what Jalen said in an interview. See, I'm not gonna guess and pretend I know something that I know, but I'll tell you what has been shown and what's been said. Right now, when I say they fall apart, Jalen Hurts is averaging 1 to 2 giveaways a game. His status is down. He ain't playing nowhere near he was playing last year. A lot of it is due to aches and pains. He's been hurt. I reported that to y'all in the beginning of the season. Y'all laughed at it, but Jalen's been playing hurt. Now everybody know this now. It came out. And I told you guys. But you know what Jalen's problem is? He's averaging 1 to 2 interceptions a game, or giveaway. And now, not only that, 2 of his receivers, he has already gotten into it with 2 of his receivers. Now, as I know, I can prove that if you want me to prove that, but I'm telling you what's going on. Okay, in the locker room, there was 2 quarrels jumped off, fights. And I always supposed to know this if you're keeping up with it. You know what's the main thing? The coach, they even talking about getting rid of the coach. That's how bad this thing got. Now, if you call that not falling apart, if that had been Dallas going through all that, oh man, you guys have been laying on your bellies talking about it. But see, I'm not going to cover up the things for the Eagles. I'm calling it what it is, because when we was on Dead and Out, everybody was talking about it. But when Dallas do something, all of you guys, you know what they do. But when Eagles do something, you guys want to cover it. But a mess up is just a mess up. Jalen is playing really bad right now. His receivers, AJ said it straight. They messing up a lot. They ain't together, but it ain't me. Now he said that on the interview. And then the center come out and start talking. You heard what the center said? God, I know he don't want keeping up with this stuff. I can't be. All I'm saying, when I say he falling apart, they nowhere near where they need to be right now. Until they come together as a team.
That's true what you're saying.
Now let me tell you about Cowboys team. My man over there made a statement. Right now, everybody is eating and living and breathing Dak Prescott. They think he can walk on water right now, man. I'm not saying he's gonna have it all the time. If you know anything about Cowboys, Dak Prescott is him right now. Everybody is breaking their neck trying to make this guy look good. And I'm telling you something. You want to hate the Cowboys? Go ahead on. But start paying attention. That's a different team. That's all I'm gonna say. I got nothing else to say. I'm just reporting the news.
I thought we were talking about Philly.
We were, but y'all mentioned Dallas. He mentioned Dallas. I was just retenting on that. But we are talking about Philly. But you said something about the Cowboys, and I just want to make sure you understand. Right now, they're one of the teams that is working together. Now, I ain't gonna say it's gonna last forever, but right now it is. But that's what's going on with the Eagles. Everybody knows except y'all. If y'all look at the First Take, Get Up, or Speak, they're talking about what's going on. Even Stephen A. came out and just been straight about it. Guys, there's a lot going on in the Eagles camp right now. Brandon could probably tell you that.
Baltimore fumbled the ball and y'all got it back, Patrick.
Good. After that bad punt.
No.
Yeah, he's watching it right here.
Yeah, but Dofu is delayed. It's behind, so I'm pretty sure I'll see that in just a second. I appreciate it, Brandon. Appreciate it, Ron.
Okay, so next subject. So the controversial call in the Dallas and Lions game last week. What really happened with that? And did Detroit really get cheated? Thoughts? Pat, what's your thoughts on that?
I think.
Did you see it first of all?
I went back and watched a replay.
Okay.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it live. No,
you didn't see it. I can't answer.
I didn't see it live, but I did watch the replay because we were talking about it on the phone and stuff, and so I had to go back and watch the replay. I look at. I don't know. I can see it both sides. I think they got cheated in general because the guy reported, whether the ref saw it or not. You can go back and look at the replay. If he reported, he reported. It's the ref's fault that he didn't see it. Okay. And second of all, what irritates me about the referees is if somebody didn't if somebody didn't report they were eligible or they were offsides or illegal formation or something, don't let the play keep going. Let them score a touchdown. Let them all run back to the huddle and celebrate and get ready to kick a field goal. And then you're gonna come out and talk about it and say, what such and such didn't report. As soon as that ball snaps and you know he wasn't eligible, you're supposed to blow that play dead. And that's the thing that irritates me about the refs. And it's not just that game. It's all across the league, so on and so forth. But you go to the other side of it. They called a trip or kicking, and they called it on Dallas when it was Detroit's player.
Right.
So it's like, luckily that crew of referees, and it seems like they may be involved in a lot of these mishaps this season, have been demoted and can't call any more games this season. But I think that there needs to be a change in, how do I say that? There needs to be a change in the agreement and the relationship between the referees organization and the players league and then the NFL itself, because they treat the players and the coaches as professionals. They can fine them, they can suspend them, and so on and so forth. And they can suffer harsher penalties for when they mess up. When the refs mess up, it's usually a slap on the wrist, unless there's such an upheaval and such an uproar about it league-wide and with all the fans, to where the NFL is put in a position where they have to do something. But even then, they can't do so much because they're protected by their whatever organization protects the referees. So I personally think there needs to be a change this time, and there needs to be a change in terms of change the way the referees are their association with the league, even if you have to put them on some kind of salary and pay them, and that way they can be suspended and suffer harsher penalties for like recklessly messing up games or missing calls, or what seems to be miscalling games or missing calls or ignoring calls on purpose. But in terms of, do I think they were cheated? It seems to me it were because, now the only argument that you can argue the other way is the guy on the outside covered him. But when you look at the referee to say, hey, am I good? And the referee don't, just because you want a team to win, EI Dallas, in that particular situation, tell the guy, hey, you're not good. If he asks you if you're good, then if you do it every other time and every other game during the season, then tell him, hey, you covering him up, don't cover him up. Anyway, I'm done.
I was gonna get you, but I was gonna say
he's about to hit me with that Jeopardy.
Yeah, but my thing is the bald-headed lineman. I forget his name, so I'm just calling him bald-headed lineman because you see him on video, you know what I'm talking about. He said he wasn't reporting in, so he don't even know where they got that from. Cause they said
the other guy.
Yeah, they said 2 people can't report in, so only the one reported.
That's being eligible.
Yeah. So the other guy said he wasn't even reporting in. That's why he was arguing like that on the sideline.
I didn't see him report, but that's just
me. They were trying to say 2 people can't report in, but he said he never tried to report in, so he don't even know where they got that from. So that's where the cheating thing comes in.
And on video, it don't look like he was going to dress.
He was fussing and arguing about that on the sideline on the video. So
yeah, but to me that seems suspect.
So what do you think about that? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Of course.
Let me tell you what happened. The reason that guy was arguing and saying that he didn't report, see, they were saying that both people reported. He made everybody out lie. He said, I didn't. See, they were trying to say he reported and number 70 and number 68. This is the detail. But what happened, see, the Lions want to be real slick. They want to be underhanded. They wanted to cheat the Cowboys, and they messed around and tricked the referee. This is what the write-up says. They messed around and tricked the referee. So the referee says, when number 7 have been reporting eligible the whole game. Now, this is if you've been watching the game. Right, Travis? Number 7 was reporting eligible the whole game. So number 7 come running out off the field doing this. That means I'm eligible. Everybody know what it means. So when he come off doing this, you look at the camera, he's doing this coming out to the field. The referee start looking at him, this is ignoring number 68. Number 68, but his job was to make him understand that he was going to be it. Number 68 found out he didn't say a word. So the referee just seen number 7 and assumed number 7 is coming in again because he did the whole game. When he went up to the Dallas Cowboys,
but I thought you just said
wait a minute, it's my turn now.
I gotta counteract that though, because you just said it was 3 guys that said that.
I'm getting to it.
Saying 2.
I'm getting to it.
Okay, go ahead.
God, I'm trying to tell you exactly what happened, guys. The third guy was the other guy that was walking with number 68. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He was just walking. But see, that was a smoke screen, guys. They were trying to trick the Cowboys, and they ended up tricking the referee. So the referee Allen started walking away running to the Dallas. He told Dallas, number 7 is eligible. But see, 68 should have said, no, bro, me. But he didn't do this. He just walked up and stood there. If you see, he just walked up and started talking. So the referee ran to Dallas. So when he told Dallas who to look for. Did y'all notice number 68 wasn't even guarded? Nobody even got near it. Because he was illegal. So wait a minute, let me finish. Okay. Let me finish. So if you look at the game, number 68, they never even got on him. Because he didn't supposed to be eligible. So when they did throw it to him, that's when they came over at it. But number 68 supposed to have been ineligible. So they said it was an ineligible formation anyway. Even if they didn't call that, the formation was still illegal. So there was 2 fouls on that play still. And even if you just erased that, they still would have called it because it was illegal formation. Okay. After that happened, that's when the coach Campbell, see, he was just overpossessed and trying to be real hyper. He said, both my men reported. See, he started it. He said, both my men reported. The other guy come over and said, no, I didn't. You remember that, right? So the bottom line is this, guy. If they hadn't called 2 15-yard penalty on Cowboys before he got to that, y'all. See, I'm trying to explain what happened. I'm done. If you guys don't want to know what happened, you don't want to say Dallas cheated because you don't want Dallas to advance. Cool.
But, okay. So now what I was gonna say is, so safe to say, can we just admit that the refs messed that game up? Bottom line, and they screwed Detroit. Detroit scored the touchdown, did everything they had to do, and got it taken back because they got screwed. The refs messed the game up. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, safe to say.
Because they cheated.
Yeah, because
so what happened to the first 2 cheats before it got to that?
I'm just talking about
Watch this. This is what's happening to the game. What happened to the first 2 cheats?
You gonna let me talk?
No, you gotta explain that.
Okay, when you let me talk.
Yeah, I want to hear this one.
Yeah, this is at the end of the game, Dad. and this was the deciding factor of the game. Play was on the line, but cost them the game. So you have to call that. But they messed that call up, and it ended up going against Detroit, which caused them the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a big play.
So let me.
Can I comment?
So plays
thing.
earlier in the game, yeah, they could have missed or whatever, but
it's cheat.
But you still have a chance to come back from that. But if it's the last play and it's on the line,
okay,
that ends the game.
Okay, so he said they had a chance to come. So did not Detroit still got a chance to win? They wait a minute now. Let me finish.
But they did what they were supposed to do to win the game.
God,
and they got it taken away from them. That's all I'm saying.
If they got it called away from them, they had a chance. They still had a chance to win. My man threw the ball too short, and they still didn't make it. They still had a chance to win the game. It just wasn't their time.
But they shouldn't have had to did that when they already earned the right to win the game.
I agree with you because
you're not understanding. They already earned it right here. Right or wrong, Pat? They already earned the right. They got
Travis
fair and square.
The two illegal plays they called to get to that. What about those plays? That's cheating.
But they got cheated, bro.
So you're gonna say the tripping play? They called tripping on us when the other team did it. And they knew it.
Okay, answer me.
And the camera showed it.
Okay, answer me this.
So y'all gonna ignore all that? You gonna ignore that if they had a call the 15 penalty? Okay.
Answer
when Tony Pollard, let me finish. When Tony Pollard ran the ball guy and he got a first down, the clock's will be run out anyway. But they called 15-yard penalty to bring that back. They were cheating on Cowboy like they normally do.
Can I say something now?
And it backfired.
Can I say something? Okay. Can me and you both agree? Can we all agree that Detroit was cheated though on that play?
Well, I'm gonna agree. The cheat was done before that play.
But I'm asking you about this.
I'm not gonna sit there and say it doesn't matter.
Okay, this one specific play.
Guys, you understand what I'm saying?
I'm still asking you a question, Dad. It's a yes or no answer. Simple. Were they cheated on that play?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
Because one of them didn't report and one did.
Okay.
You don't get the head referee is Allen. He said himself, only one man told him they were eligible. Say when they got to the line, then they said another man.
You don't have to explain that again. We already been through that. Now, but Ron, do you think that Detroit was cheated on that?
Can I comment real quick
before you go into that? I want to see what Ron got to say.
I just see it from both sides. I just see where Pop's coming from, and Detroit got cheated.
They definitely did.
But I just see where Pop's coming from too.
Right.
What happened before that?
That's it right there. What happened?
I just see where Pop's coming from.
And Ron, here goes the thing that I can understand. Everybody's listening. Listen to this. If you got a penalty, if you got a penalty called on you, a prior before that play, and then the camera showed that you didn't do it, but the other man done it, but yet they gave you 50-yard penalty. That means that backed them down and gave them a chance, Detroit, for another chance. Guys, the way you look at it, you have to be honest with yourself. 2 penalties was called before that play, and the camera showed that it wasn't even Cowboys that did it. Cowboys the most penalized team in the NFL. They did that to make the Cowboys lose. It wasn't on Cowboys' side, but what happened, the trick was done, and it was against. It messed around and it backfired. They was going to call it against the Cowboys, and it backfires, guys. So nobody can sit here and say, well, they got cheated. What about the first 2 cheats? I just don't understand how y'all look at this. If they hadn't called those bogus penalties, yeah, see, they messing with me, but you know what? The bottom line is this. I'm gonna call it like I see it. There ain't no way you can say 2 cheats don't matter but 1 do. Come on, guys. You gotta call this thing straight down the middle now.
Can I comment now?
Yes, you can.
This is all I was gonna say. If the argument is, well, what about the other plays that they cheated on, so on and so forth? At the end of the day, when that last quarter is over and the clock reads 0, whether it was missed calls, whether it was cheating going on, at the end of the day, what's in the record books is in the record books. And that applies not only to Detroit getting cheated, but it also applies to the quote-unquote missed calls that they didn't give Detroit earlier in that game, because by that time they had got to that point in the game. Those plays were over with. They were done. If the refs missed them, they missed them. The crazy thing is, it's happened for both teams in that same game. Both teams had calls that were missed. So
that's true.
If we want to go tit for tat and say, well, what about these calls? Both teams and the fans of both teams can go back and forth all day long. At the end of the day, both teams had calls missed, and those plays are over with. They're gone. But that last play, that determined the game, because at that point, both teams, how that play turned out determined which team won. The calls that happened earlier in the game didn't determine the outcome of the game.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not, because at the end of the day, if Dallas stopped them, they win. If Detroit made it, they win. That play determined the game. That play.
Yep.
Not the plays before, and that's what Travis is saying. So at the end of the day, to say, what about the plays that Dallas got cheated on, the tripping and stuff like that? Dude, at the end of the day, those plays were long gone. Those plays were over with, and that last play at that goal line for Detroit determined the outcome of that game. Both teams worked their way back from where they were. Both teams stayed in that game. Both teams earned the right to make that play determine their outcome, whether they were going to win or the other team was going to win. And that's what it comes down to. The refs messed that game up. And at the very least, they should have said, all right, let's replay this again. But since we can't do that, what's done is done. If the refs make a call or if they miss a call, guess what? Is it over with? It's over with. The play is done. The game is over with. Hold on for a second, Ron. And so it's almost like the more that this goes on, the more that these conversations happen, I can go back to games that the Steelers got cheated. You know, Travis.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Let this guy on here talk, Patrick.
I'm gonna ask you, we all have referees defeated and everything. Do y'all think the referee needs to be fined and suspended?
I had to.
Well, yeah, but I said this earlier. You can't fire him and suspend him because of the way that the referees played up.
Well, I mean, they've been demoted. That team
they have been
has been demoted already because of that, and they won't be in the playoffs or the Super Bowl. They have been demoted.
But
I looking for like
here's my
they need to be
started. Let him finish, guys.
No, I know what he's saying.
But here's my
next year. What you're saying, Ron, is I'm saying next year, but I know what you're saying. They need to put a rule in place to where when they mess up, when they do egregious calls like that, they need to be fined.
That's what I said
twice,
earlier.
And then if they don't get it right the third time, they need to be suspended. That'll hold them accountable.
That's what I said earlier. They need to
change.
If
they keep doing it, they should be fired.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said earlier. They need to change the association between the referees organization that they work for and the NFL, because as it is right now, even if you demote them and don't let them ref no more,
don't agree with that?
they're not. Listen, they're not fined. They're not losing any money, and they're gonna be back next year.
Right.
If they want to be, if they really hold all the cards.
Dad saying you don't agree with that though.
So with that being said,
I'll tell you why.
I don't understand.
So the very refs that you say been cheating you so bad this whole season, you don't want them to be held accountable any more than we just not gonna let y'all referee, but y'all can sit back and wait till next season, come back and do the same thing again.
Right.
I want that to be out of the NFL. Period.
Well, let me explain to you why it wouldn't be fair to the refs. See, that's their job, and they gotta feed their families. I know you guys don't get upset, but even though you don't like the referee, I don't wish no man to lose his job. So the way you do this, I'm just trying to be practical, guys. What needs to happen? That person needs to be demoted. That means you can't play in that game. You won't be able to call for a suspension. So what they've done with that whole crew, they can't referee in the game for the rest of the season. So they got y'all what you say you wanted, but now you guys say they need to be fired.
I'm not saying.
No,
I don't agree with that.
Listen to what
I'm not saying that.
Wait. Let me comment. Let me comment on this. Let me comment on this real quick, Ron. Real quick. What I was saying was that it should be a 3-strike rule. If they do it once, they should get a fine. If they do it twice, they should get suspended. If they do it a third time, if it's the same crew, I'm saying they do it a third time, then they should consider firing them because
I agree with that.
They're messing up the game, and then they should get some new refs in there, some new blood, like they're bringing in every year anyway, right?
I like that,
and that'll hold them accountable, and that'll make them think about it before they call something crazy. That's all.
Well, see y'all, what he just said, Ron. Oh, go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
Say that say they do this in the NFC Championship game, and your team, Dallas versus the 49ers. How you feel then?
Okay, I'm gonna answer that, and I'll be glad to answer because we get it done to us all the time anyway. We the most penalized team in the NFL. You keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you get.
Wait a minute, I got the ball now.
Yeah,
oh,
no, I'm saying, but yeah,
give me the ball. Why?
Because I gotta say this.
But he asked me.
Okay, I got it. No, but
See what I mean?
Let him say it. Let
But
him
yeah,
talk.
you're number one. Got a chance to win your division. That's what I'm saying.
Ron, what I'm saying, it ain't gonna matter. If cheaters are cheat, a bad call is a bad call. You see what I mean? Even see, I'm the one that's supposed to be upset because we're the most penalized team in the NFL. But still, right is right and wrong is wrong. All I'm telling you, see, I should be with y'all because those penalties be going mostly against us. So I heard somebody say the other day, or they were trying to win for Dallas. No, they never have been in Dallas' favor.
But
Let me ask you a question. You asked me, well, how will I feel if it happened to us? Ron, I wouldn't like it, but I don't never like when they do it to us all the time anyway. But if they call the play against us, it's got to go down what they call. That's where it is in the NFL. Everything is not going to go the way we all planned it. And there's going to be a lot of bad calls the referee going to make. Because they've been doing it against the Rams. They've been doing this against the Detroit. They were in another controversy about 3 weeks ago. Same type of situation.
Travis and Patrick, y'all heard that, right?
No, I'm just saying it. Whatever call is called, Ron, that's just the way it got to go. I mean, I don't like it. But you know as well as I know, Cowboys have lost 3 games because of the referee call. Do y'all know every time we get in a division in a advance, we get ready to score, we get 15 yards to 10 yards every time. It'll pull us right back. We'll have to punt. Every game been going that way for us. Now I don't know about y'all. I didn't like that. So this time it backfired. When Tony Pollard ran that ball and we got a first down, by right, they call tripping. By right, we supposed to run that clock out. But you know what happened? They called 15-yard penalty bogus, and they come to find out a Detroit man was doing the tripping. They showed it on TV. But you know why they called 15 on us? Because we was going to win the game fast, square, wouldn't be no more problem. But they wouldn't let that happen, so they cheated us, and they came back to harm us. Guys, that's what really happened.
Okay, but my thing is this. Yeah, I'm finna give it to you right now.
That's what happened, right?
My thing is this though, Pops. If y'all the most penalized team in the league, which you are, has it really affected y'all enough? Because it seems like y'all still
yes. So we lost a few games because of that.
I disagree with y'all losing games because of penalties. Because I've said it before and I say it again. Is that why did you do that? I said it before, but I say it again. The games that
Lamar Jackson.
the games that y'all.
I told you 7 while ago. Y'all didn't listen.
The games that y'all lost. When you go back and look at those games, y'all got beat fair and square during those games.
Earlier they said it. I told y'all that earlier, but y'all weren't listening to me.
Because they already clinched #1 seed.
That's why I told y'all earlier that they said it. Y'all wasn't listening. I'm on top of this, guys. I'm on top of it.
You see what I'm saying? Like the games that you say y'all got cheated and the refs cost y'all the games. The games that I'm going back on my head and looking, y'all lost those games fair and square. Y'all got outplayed those games.
Yeah, the Cardinals game.
The Cardinals games. If you go over the games y'all lost, the Eagles game.
Brother, I didn't say every game we lost we got cheated. I didn't say that.
Saying, you said y'all lost 3 games.
Every time y'all lost, you said y'all got cheated. Every time.
And you said y'all lost 3 games because of the refs.
Caused that.
So you say y'all got cheated?
You know what?
You said y'all lost.
No, I didn't say that.
It's on video, bro. You did.
A lot of bad calls caused us to lose a lot of our games. So just over the years.
So you got cheated. That's what you're saying.
Oh, so now it's over the years, not this.
I'm saying it ain't just this year. It's happened all the time.
Okay. Now that's happened to every team over the years too. That's my point.
I ain't speak for every team. I speak for the Cowboys.
Well, I'm just saying, as long as we're not trying to paint the narrative that it only happens to the Cowboys.
That's what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying as long as we ain't painting the narrative that it only happens to the Cowboys, because that's not true. Bro. And the only thing that
we the most penalized team in the NFL. Yeah.
No. But you're not the only team.
We the most, I say.
But it's not. But you're not the only team. So we're mincing
that's
words.
Two different subjects.
No, he's making a point of he's saying even though y'all get cheated, everybody else gets cheated too. Yeah. So you got to deal with it.
That's why I was telling
instead of complaining about it and crying about it.
I'm not doing it. Y'all the one complaining about it.
Pops, you complain about it.
What did everybody say? Pops, Cowboy, they cheated the Lions. No, we didn't.
Right.
No, we didn't.
But Pops, you complain about it.
I didn't complain about nothing. We won.
Pops, you complain about it all the time.
You have.
Yeah, when I see something that is done, like I told y'all where they were holding Michael Parsons, y'all laughed at me. Come to find out I was right.
Did you laugh?
They did.
Travis, did you laugh?
No.
I didn't laugh either.
I was for you when you were saying
Now,
this. I was
No,
actually.
you wasn't at first.
Why was I not defending against that on this show when he was saying
Yeah, let me finish this real quick.
Y'all mean to tell me none of y'all have seen the way they be holding Michael
Yes, we've
Parsons
seen
every
it.
game?
We've acknowledged it.
And you won't say that's not cheating?
Pops, it happens, but it happens to everybody. That whole
No, not like that. It doesn't.
Look, TJ Watt gets held every
Not
other play.
like that. He doesn't.
Yes, he does.
But the point he's making is that we all get cheated. We've been, Ron, you know our team been cheated.
Not like
Everybody's
that.
been cheated. So
Not like that,
But
guys.
the main point I want to make is
Not
the
like
loss.
they doing my job.
This is the main point I wanted to make. The losses at the Dallas Cowboys. This is not taking away from their success this season. It's not taking away from the fact that they are contenders. It's not taking away from the fact that they are one of the best teams this year. But the losses that y'all had this year, y'all got beat.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Those teams, okay.
You
that's
talking
all
about
I'm
something?
saying.
We weren't talking about the game. We talking about Detroit.
What you said is
No, we talking about Detroit.
Pops, I got the ball. Earlier you said, and I quote, "We lost 3 games this year because of the refs." So that's saying y'all didn't get beat. You saying y'all lost because of the refs.
Okay, man. I
That's all I'm
digress.
saying.
I digress. Okay. The bottom line, guys.
What do you say, Trap?
Oh, I've said my piece on this. I'll let Dad speak on it.
And I'll say one thing on it and I'll be done with it. Guys, when you got someone that just don't like the Cowboys, nothing we do gonna be good for them. Everything we do gonna be bad. And right now, we got a lot of people looking at the Cowboys and they hate it because we're advancing. And they gonna make every excuse in the book that they can to say, oh, they blaming us for a bad call that Russell made. He been making bad calls all year. But Cowboys, before you even get to a point about the Detroit cheat, you have to go back and compensate for those 2 bad calls. Because if they hadn't called those calls, the game would have been over, guys. But you guys don't want to admit the truth. You'll say, well, no, I'm talking about, forget those 2 cheat calls. We're talking about the last call. Well, they got a chance to score again, and they missed it. They missed it. They can't say they didn't get the shot. They got their shot. So that's all I'm going to say.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
on that one.
What's the next topic?
Before we go to the next topic, I just want to say, share. What does it say?
What is all that? Can y'all hear all that?
Yeah.
Man, that's Dylan.
Woo. But guys, while he was talking,
But Sharon says Elf Cat. I wanted to get to that.
I wouldn't even.
And I'm like, why Elf Cat? Like Cat Williams, everything he said, he was telling the truth on for the most part. So I didn't understand that one. I was saying Sharon was saying Elf Cat, and I'm like, Cat wasn't doing nothing but spitting truth.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where that came from.
Here's
Anyway,
the other thing, and I've said it too.
We're done with that conversation. Let's go to the next.
None of the people he talked about came out and said he lied about anything.
except for Cedric.
Of course, but
He
that's.
said to
but,
come
but-
out and say it.
Well, he said he didn't steal his joke.
But then you look up videos that's resurfaced, and it's the same exact joke that was told years later. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But
Steve Harvey, the same thing. All right.
Next topic. Should the Bears stick with Justin Fields at the end of the year, or let him go and draft his replacement? Ron, we'll start with you.
Send Justin Fields to Atlanta.
I agree.
I tired of BS. Send him home. Y'all don't know how to treat the man. What? Wait a minute. Y'all don't know how to treat Justin Fields right. Send Justin Fields home.
I agree. I think he should come. Well, we want him to come to the Falcons, but truth be told, the way he's playing, the way he's turning it around, and the team don't want him to leave. They say they love Justin. They want him to stay there. And the coaching seemed to have turned around, and the fans seem to love Justin to stay there. So for the most part. So by right, really they should just keep him and build around him. Take that, you know what I'm saying, the number 1 pick, and go get Marvin Harrison Jr., Marvin Harrison's son, the wide receiver from Ohio, and just put him beside DJ Moore, and you have DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison Jr. Whew, with Cole Kmet at tight end and Justin Fields at quarterback.
Ouch.
Khalil Herbert running the ball. That will be insane. They will be so hard to stop. So by right, they really should do that. But we as fans, the Falcon fans, we really want them to come here. But what do you think, Pat? On that,
I think Justin Fields will ball out wherever he went. He's balling out in Chicago. I think the system in Chicago, in terms of like the pieces they have in place, the personnel, to an extent, maybe the coaching. There hadn't been the culmination of, you know, them getting into the place they need to be for success they want yet. So on one end, if Justin were to stay and hang in there, they could be a really true contender in about 2 or 3 years by making the right moves. But it depends on his patience, whether or not he says, I don't want to do this. I want to see some success sooner than that. I want to go to a team that's in a better position already. And so I guess it just kind of depends. It really is in Justin's hands, and it depends on his decision on it. I think, does he want to wait for long-term success in the Bears, since they have been rebuilding the last couple of years, or does he want a more of an instant gratification and want to go somewhere else with a team that's already in a better position?
right? How do you feel on that, Pops?
I'm going to agree with what y'all said. I just don't see what the fuss about. I just don't. Some of these quarterbacks, the NFL has ordained them to be the next coming. And a lot of these guys, they say it's the best, and not. If you look at their status and look at what they're really doing, they're not as good as they, like Allen. Okay, I can't understand.
I knew he was going to say Josh Allen.
Yeah, but we're asking a question about Justin Fields. What do you think
I agree with
how
y'all
the Bears organization should do?
I agree with what y'all said. I agree with all that 100%. Because that's what I was going to say too.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on to the next topic then. All right. And even though it's a two-way race for Rookie of the Year with wide receiver for the Rams, Puka Nacua, and quarterback C.J. Stroud from the Texans, should Bijan Robinson be thrown in, considering his situation, only needing 57 yards to have a 1,000-yard season? Ron, starting with you first, since you're a Falcon fan.
Yes or no?
Okay.
To be honest, I think C.J. Stroud should win it, in my opinion, because he came out blazing. Do I trust Arthur Smith to give Bijan those yards? No, I don't trust him whatsoever.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Well, I'll speak on the next since I'm another Falcon fan in here. Well, Bijan, he gonna get that 57 yards, so he will have 1,000 yards. He'll get that. He'll get that probably in 2 runs. If not 2 runs, at least 4 runs. Because he averages 4 yards a carry, so he'll get that. But my thing is, I think he should be considered because, like I said, he's a rookie. He's sharing carries with Tyler Algier and Cordell Patterson, barely, but still sharing carries. And it's a 3-back tandem. And he already has 1,000 yards from scrimmage, meaning catching out the backfield plus rushing. So if you get to 57, he'll have 1,000 yards rushing. With the situation he's in, with an incompetent head coach, arrogant head coach that don't know how to coach, that don't know how to use the weapons he have, that's ridiculously unqualified for this job, he should be in consideration considering what he has to deal with. Imagine if he was getting the carries that he's supposed to get. He's supposed to have that 4 games ago, Ryan. You know this.
Yeah.
So it took 18 weeks for him to even get a chance to get 1,000 yards rush. Just think about that.
Yeah. Well,
that's ridiculous.
But I will say, I understand everything you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's whatever the numbers bear out, whatever the stats bear out, and what they've done. Because the production, you could say, you know, if this happened, if that happened, we can, and it's an eye test. You could say, yeah, it's fair to say he belongs in that conversation, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, they're gonna always go back and look at their stats, what they produced, to go along with that. And it's a shame in some situations because it doesn't really. It's just like sometimes wins and what the numbers a team puts up doesn't necessarily reflect how good or bad they are all the time. Same in that situation with him. At the end of the day, they're gonna look at stats and like the overall production. So, but it'll give them a foundation to build on. It'll give them the team something to look at and say, this is what works for him. This is how we build a running game around him. And because they do it for quarterbacks, right? So hopefully they'll do it for him and then build on that success.
Yeah, that's true. But I will say, I'm gonna give it right to you. Okay. But I will say, expounding on that he's already proved what he can do. He's already got 1,000 yards from scrimmage already. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's gonna have 1,000 yards from scrimmage plus 1,000 yards rushing with sharing carries with 2 other backs, with inconsistency at head coach, dealing with an incompetent head coach that don't know how to use him, an arrogant head coach that won't change what he's been doing that's failing him because his ego. So that's why he should be in the conversation.
Yeah, I will.
Because of the circumstances.
But you know, the handful of people that consider these, they're not going to say, "Oh, well, let's go over to the category of how unqualified their coach is, or how their team structure the team didn't manage them right and all that stuff." They're going to look at production.
Oh, everybody's talking about it. All the big head medias.
I get
Trust
it.
me,
I get it.
Well, I'll let Chad speak on it.
Well, I'm just gonna say a little bit because y'all don't touch everything. But when it comes to what he should get and he should be considered in the group, it's gonna be an eye test at the end of the game. And if they are voting, a lot of them gonna go by what they seen.
Yeah.
I don't think Robbins was on the field enough for him to get what he deserved. I told y'all from the beginning, when some coaches get so much, they don't know what they got. They don't know how to run it. They're not used to having all that. But the Atlanta Falcons always had a two-headed monster. But for some reason, he was like a toy to them this year. They did not let Robinson on that field like they did not let him on that field like they should have. So if you think he's gonna get some kind of award, no, because he ain't been on the field enough. They, like you said, they did not let him come out there and show us. Even though he got the numbers, he already got the yards. I'm trying to say, he got the numbers. Both of y'all know. If they'd let him on that field more than they did, he'll have a lot more than he got now. And it'll be a bigger race.
And that's coaching. And
that's what I'm saying. Was it be coaching or what? When a coach make a decision now to put a player out there, he ain't just doing it on his own. Somebody else in on that too. The owner has to say so. But the owner never said a word. So go on that and tell me what's happening. Why the owner didn't say
his
something?
ass incompetent too.
So that's what it is.
Arthur Blank, if he can't figure this out by next year, somebody need to force him to sell the team. I'm not with him.
But did I make a point when I said that?
No, you made a point, but what I'm saying, we've been talking about his ass too. He don't get no pass.
No, I just need to touch it.
I think Ron trying to say something.
I've been saying it for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think, in my opinion, Arthur Blank really care about this team.
Whoa.
Winning.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, far as winning championships, he just wanted to look pretty and just sell tickets and get people money.
His friends that he played golf with, oh, I got a team and this and that. We got a nice stadium, but do you care about winning championships?
Let me go with that.
It's like
say something.
Well, it's like he's trying to be an imitation Jerry Jones without actually going after it, trying to win a Super Bowl like Jerry Jones. That's what it's like.
The only other thing I would say, for the record, I think he should be in the conversation. I thought I said that, but
who?
Robinson.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I
said
that.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that. I just want to make sure I didn't leave that out, because if you're asking me, should he? Yeah, he should be in the conversation. But my only point was they're gonna look at the numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
And he got the numbers.
And let me say this: new stadium. Did y'all get a new stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone to say he don't care about winning, I don't think that's true. He might be going at it a dumb way, but don't say that. Owner don't care about winning. No, you know how much money
he said championships.
That's what I make a point. We as fans, we say some things sometimes we ain't thinking about that man using his money. And even though he ain't doing what we want him to do, I mean, as a fan, even though he's not doing what y'all want him to do, so you assume that he don't want to win a Super Bowl. Nah, that's not so. Maybe he's incompetent about his decisions. But God, you can't sit there and say, man, it's been a brand new stadium. That show right there, he's trying to do something.
Got it off.
And plus, he got new people. He went and got a couple of good players. He did do that now.
But
so maybe it's incompetent. Cause for y'all to say your owner don't care
that's even more of an indictment than that.
But I'm not gonna say you don't care about Super Bowl.
If you calling the owner incompetent, that's
no, y'all did that. I did.
No, you just said maybe he's incompetent.
No, I'm talking about the owner.
So that's more of an indictment on the owner.
What I mean is maybe he just don't know as much about doing that as he proclaimed.
You're making all our points.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say he don't want to win on Super Bowl.
He don't want to win on Super Bowl.
Let me ask.
The way he doing, if he did, he wouldn't keep people in power that's incompetent and don't know what the hell they're doing.
Some coaches.
Now looky here. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Well,
I'm just gonna leave that right there.
But Mike Tomlin know what he doing. That's not get it twisted. So if you're even trying to compare him to Arthur Smith, you're
he trying to say something.
Go ahead,
Patrick. I'm glad you brought that up because your GM and your owner care about winning.
Exactly.
They show it every year. They go out and get the players that they need to get.
That's arguable.
That's not arguable.
No.
That's arguable.
Mike Tomlin had a losing season yet. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's arguable. My argument, only argument with him was just complacency. But in terms of the only aspect I was touching on is
got a great head coach. You just want this man out of here.
It's almost like you don't care about winning the Super Bowl. And to me,
I would love to have him.
That kind of
shit. I would love to have him.
Look, I told you last week. You trade with us.
You know they talking about if y'all do get rid of him, we first in line.
Sadly, they're not gonna get rid of him.
But you shouldn't want him to. Them to. That's what I'm saying.
Based on everything that's happened, yeah.
Y'all know the only problem.
Now look. Can I say something else real quick, Pops? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We all have to be honest enough with ourselves to say if things were to change or things were to happen.
That's what I said. Honest enough.
Then my mind can be changed. I'm not saying like my mind can't be changed no matter what he does. Like if his tendencies in terms of coaching and making adjustments during games, getting better personnel, that stuff changes over the next year or so, then yeah, my mind can be changed. But all I'm saying is if it stays the same the way that it's been, then my mind won't change because we're gonna be in the same place that we've been. He's gonna scrape by, have a winning season, maybe make the playoffs, maybe not. But then we're not gonna get past that point.
Well, you're saying that now, but earlier when we asked you that, like maybe 2 podcasts ago, you was like, "You're dug in. He got to go regardless."
He got to go, but that don't mean that my mind that he can't change my mind. That's what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
You're confusing.
I never said my mind can't be changed. If it stays the way that it is, no, my mind ain't changing. That's what I'm saying.
But stays the way of what? He got another winning season. Y'all in playoff contention.
It's not good enough.
No, I'm saying. What are you wanting him to do? He's winning. He's doing what he's supposed to do to get to that point. I'm not understand. That's why I'm saying you're confusing.
What is you want him to do?
He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Yeah. He's winning. Has a chance to get in the playoffs to get a Super Bowl.
You know what he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna hear this.
Lombardi's.
That's what he's doing. He's trying. He's on the way of trying to do that.
You can take it back. Lombardi's.
Is that not what he's doing?
Yeah, he's trying.
If they win today, they end the playoffs pretty much. It might need a little help, but doing what they got to do. Has another winning season. He's taking care of business on his end if everything turns out right.
All I just want to remind everybody, it's not easy to go to the Super Bowl for one thing.
It's not. And
when you go to the Super Bowl, it's a good chance you're not getting them for the next 2 or 3 years. Y'all know that's what's been happening. Mm-hmm. The teams that go to the Super Bowl, it's been 2 or 3 years. And sometimes some of them don't never make it back this far. So it ain't easy. It ain't even easy to win a game in the NFL. But we want as fans want to think it's we just change the player out and we'll win. No, I wish it was that easy. So all I'm saying is just right here. If you got a winning coach, you got to figure out if you get rid of him, who you gonna get next, and how is his winning average. And then you got to think about if you got 2 good backs, you get one of them. Just get rid of one of them. You're gonna be slipping. You're gonna be liking one. We've done that. It ain't working out for us. So all I'm saying is this: at the end of the year, you said something about you wanted your team to lose because you want to get rid of somebody, but sometimes
Arthur Smith, not somebody. Arthur Smith, he needs to go.
Well, it ain't easy to win in the NFL. It ain't easy to get to the Super Bowl either.
Well, it definitely gonna be easy with Arthur Smith. That's why he got to go. Thank you.
Okay, go to the next subject.
Proving my point.
What's the next topic?
So we got to get to the game.
All right, next topic. We don't have to talk about the Jim Johnson thing. We already addressed that earlier. The Ravens versus the Steelers is a win-win. Patrick, you take this one.
I added that at the end. I added that as we was gearing up for the podcast. I added that subject toward the end of preparation. The reason I say it's a win-win is because if you think about it, it's common sense. It's a win-win. If we win, we have an outstanding chance of making the playoffs, and that means we would have swept the number 1 seed in the AFC and put ourselves in the position to definitely make a wild card. And on top of that, would it really be a surprise that we beat the Ravens, being that when you're looking at the last few years? It wouldn't be a huge surprise. Now, it would be a huge surprise in terms of, not a huge surprise. Some people may look at it like, man, they're the number 1 seed. Even the other years when they're successful, they're usually around 2 or 3. But like I said, we've always done really well against the Ravens, and it's always been close games. Now, I'll say if we lose, it's still a win for us. You want to know why? Because the number 1 seed just beat the number 3 seed, right? Cleveland number 3, 56-13. And if we were to lose to the Ravens, you just chalk it up as saying, okay, well, the Ravens was technically, according to all the odds, they were supposed to win that game as good as they're playing, them going into the season at number 1 seed, and they just beat the Browns really badly. So that's why I think it's a win-win for us, whether we win or whether we lose. So would I like to win? Absolutely. We won in halftime 7-7. So, anything can happen. But at the end of the day, I think it's a win-win. In terms of just for this game, not the season.
Okay, but piggyback off that, you should win this game because, first of all, Lamar is sitting. So if you can't win this game with Lamar not being in there, that's a problem for y'all. So you should win this game.
Y'all
should. I can respond to that.
And he ain't the only one they said.
Think about it.
He's not the one they said.
Even though they got the right quarterback in there now, Mason's not as good as Lamar Jackson. Or, in my opinion, you can argue he's not as good as Huntley because Huntley's got more experience.
Huntley, bro.
Yeah, but you could say Huntley's got more experience.
I think Rudolph got more experience than Huntley. He's been in the league longer.
Huntley
just got there like 3 years ago.
Mason, but I'm sorry, as far as game experience.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Huntley's played more than Mason Rudolph.
He has played more than Mason Rudolph.
I think he has. No. I don't know. You might want to look that up.
No, I'm telling you, he hasn't.
That's arguable, and I could be wrong on that, but I think Huntley's played more than Mason in terms of overall games and stuff. Because Lamar got hurt that one season.
Yeah, but he has no.
And Mason played a string of games one season when Ben was hurt.
So in other words, no excuses, pal.
No, I'm not saying no excuse, but at the same time, here's the thing about it.
Exceptions.
Here's the thing about it.
Those are the rules.
Which team do you think is better? You think the Ravens are better or Steelers are better?
Ravens.
Okay, then the Ravens are supposed to win this game.
No, but not with their number 1 guy quarterback in there. I'm saying y'all got all y'all starters are in there right now, right?
Yeah.
And I think the Ravens are sitting some guys.
They're only
other than Lamar.
They're only sitting Lamar.
I don't know if Odell is playing or what.
Yeah, but listen, here's my point.
So y'all should win that game.
Here's my point. At the end of the day, on paper, the Baltimore Ravens are supposed to win this game, right? Even
not with Lamar out there.
Let me rephrase that.
That took away.
Would you say?
Because y'all defense is legit.
Would you say
Lamar out of there?
Y'all should be. Would you say that Mason Rudolph and Lamar Huntley are both QB2 level?
Yeah, but I think Mason Rudolph is better.
I would argue that he's
better, bro. His experience shows that he's better.
I would argue that he's better, but are you saying he's better by leaps and bounds?
Maybe not by leaps.
Okay, so with that being said, the quarterback play is kind of equal right now.
No, it's not equal.
The Baltimore Ravens are numbered between 1 and 3 in all categories now across the board.
Y'all should win this game, man. No excuse.
I don't know about that.
Patrick is leaving himself out.
No, I'm not leaving myself out.
Yes,
To us, if we win, it's awesome. But if we lose, we're supposed to lose this game.
No.
Yes, we're supposed to lose. So you just said that the Ravens were a better team.
Which Lamar, one? With Lamar, they're a better team overall. But with Lamar out of the game, y'all got a chance to win the game.
So you saying they're not a better team with Lamar?
Is that common sense?
No. I'm asking you a question straight up. You're saying that the Ravens aren't a better team without Lamar?
No.
You're saying they're still not a better team?
No. Oh, you talking about? Oh, y'all.
That's my
still a better team.
That's my point. I don't need to argue anymore.
No. Let me finish.
See what I'm saying?
The paperwork says so.
Yeah,
it's not over. But if the quarterback play,
they just playing better.
It's not better than y'all guys' quarterback play on that better team. It still ain't gonna be enough to.
It's not gonna be that much of a difference. It's gonna be about even.
There'll be some dip, but
there'll be about even. But at the end of the day, you admitted that the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar is still a better team with the Steelers with Mason.
Yeah, but Mason Rudolph is better than Huntley. So
but as a team, the Baltimore Ravens is a better team with or without Lamar than the Steelers. Am I right? You just admitted it.
But Rudolph should still be able to beat that team.
No, but you just admitted it. You can't have it both ways. And I know, no, you can't. You either if they're a better team, then they're supposed to win.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
They're better. Ron, I want you to chime in on this, and I'm gonna phrase the question. I'm gonna frame it like this. See, Ron don't even want to get into it because it's a good topic, good debate. But Ron, think about it. If you're telling me that a team that sits a starting quarterback, their team is still better than the other team, then how you going to turn around in the same breath and say, but yet they're supposed to lose to the other team? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Because y'all got the better quarterback that can beat Huntley.
But my point is, the team is still better.
Doesn't matter.
The team is still better. I want to hear Ron's take on this.
Come down to the quarterback play, though, bro.
I would say that it comes down to the quarterback play.
And if the quarterback play is even, pretty even during the game, but one team is better than the other, then what?
Wait a minute. I look at both teams right now. Both teams got some players out.
Yeah.
Y'all Lamar out.
I see.
Y'all got Kenny Pickett out. So now
well, it's not only that, but we got Minka Fitzpatrick's not playing.
I'm not going into all that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Both of y'all even. So
pretty even, yeah.
The other team, Baltimore.
The Ravens.
Exactly.
The Ravens is playing better right now.
Okay, Ron.
The Ravens playing better.
Okay, Ron.
Let him finish.
No, I think he was done.
I'm finished.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Ron. This ended right here. That's like say Trevor Siemian was on that team. You put Trevor Siemian on the Ravens versus Rudolph. Even though the team is better, you're still gonna go with Rudolph.
What?
That team, Trevor Siemian and Rudolph.
Trevor Siemian is not gonna beat y'all. Even with the
what I'm saying is the team is better, and the quarterback play between Mason Rudolph and Trevor Siemian is not gonna be that different.
They both quarterback twos.
Trevor Siemian has got more experience than Mason Rudolph.
But they both.
You picked a bad example.
No, I didn't. They both quarterback twos.
Ron,
like you said, they both on the same level. Like you just said.
Well, then in that case, if the quarterbacks are even. But one team is better. Pops, you see what I'm saying?
Mason is still better.
About even.
Mason is still a little better than you.
Yeah, but if the quarterback play is about even, but one team is definitely better than the other, then on paper that team that's better is supposed to win.
Well, what I'm saying is
let's just agree to disagree.
Not beat y'all, even though the Ravens team is better when he's playing against Rudolph, which is the better quarterback.
But I'm saying you can argue that too. That's arguable though.
It's arguable, but I mean. Come on now.
But even if
most people would go with Rudolph over Trevor Siemian. That's what I'm saying.
Even a smidge better. Still, if that other team is better, then that team's supposed to win, right, Pops?
Ravens.
He got a bad quarterback on a team that's superior. I've seen him lose. I've seen a team that's superior but got a bad quarterback and lose because of the quarterback play.
So you saying Huntley's a bad quarterback?
But the Ravens are playing better.
That's my point.
What I'm saying is, Rudolph is better.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Huntley's a bad quarterback.
I never said he was bad.
Well, you just said.
No, listen what I'm saying. You can't put words in my mouth.
No, that's what you basically said.
What I'm saying is, Rudolph still is the better quarterback and should beat them.
But Travis, what you just said is, if you got a team that's superior.
In other words, and if you can't beat them without Lamar in there, y'all ain't got no business going nowhere.
But you said, what you said is, if you got a superior team with a bad quarterback, that's basically implying that right now Huntley's a bad quarterback. You see what
I'm saying? If you can't beat,
you can't gloss over that.
If you can't beat them without Lamar Jackson in there, you got a problem.
You can't gloss over that. Here's the thing.
Because what's going to happen when Lamar's back?
But listen. Here's the thing about it. At the end of the day, we beat them with Lamar in there already.
Okay, but what I'm saying, so you should beat them now.
Am I right?
Without him.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work out that way. No, but my point is this.
Appreciate it.
My point is this.
Let's go to the next.
It's over.
Both teams got players out. Both teams not 100% healthy. So it basically puts us back at square one. And on paper, the Baltimore Ravens are a better team.
Yeah.
So it's still my argument is still.
Y'all got the better quarterback right now, though, so y'all should win.
No, it's arguable. Even if I think Mason is a little bit better than Huntley, it's not by leaps and bounds. You admitted that by yourself.
What I'm saying is, y'all got no excuse to lose this game.
No, it is not. It's not an excuse. It could go either way.
God, let's just say this.
All right.
It is what it is. the better team will win tonight. But if Lamar's in there, he makes the world of difference to anybody.
If Lamar was in there right now, y'all probably getting blown out right now.
No, not necessarily.
Lamar is special.
We play Lamar well.
I know. I get what y'all did early in the season. But
Yeah, every year we've swept in the last 2 years.
I get it, but he's on a different level right now, though.
Dude, we play Lamar.
Now.
We have played Lamar and
He's
swept
better.
him.
He's progressed and got better now from what he was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, everybody has.
But
That's what I've been telling
this is
you.
my point. We beat Lamar late in the season when he was peaking. The last 3 years.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about this year.
He's
a dude. He's got.
Have y'all ever played anybody?
He's got tunnel vision this year, dog. It's different for him.
Have y'all ever played each other in the playoffs?
Patrick, talking
not with these two particular teams.
So if you ain't played each other in the playoffs, you still know how this going to go. Playoff is a different story.
Yeah, you really don't know. So it could go either way.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last topic, guys. Conclusion. What are you guys' thoughts on the end of the regular season after Sunday? Pops?
Well,
what now?
What is our conclusion and thoughts on the end of the regular season after tomorrow?
Oh, well, I can tell you what mine is. I'm hoping going forward, starting next year, the referees, they'll be more educated. They'll be more fair. They'll be optical to give a team and let them guys play just a little bit. Give a call in every little thing they do. And then at the end of a game, they got to start letting some stuff go. Because if these games are ending up with a decision they're making, then that means the football players is not the one making the difference. The refs need to start letting some things go, especially if it's petty. You know what I mean? Because if it's going to be influencing who wins the game, they need to do better than that. Like this thing with Detroit and Dallas. There were some plays that they could have let go, and they would have never had this problem. I just hope the referee's better. The referee is better.
And I'll say, overall, I think this year's been one of the best years.
Overall, yeah.
As far as NFL wise, but the referee calling has been one of the worst.
So you with
I've
me?
seen.
Yeah, you with me then.
I think it's been a lot of conspiracy stuff going on in the league this year also. But overall, we've seen a lot of new rising stars that's coming. So I do like what I've seen, and I'm excited about the future for the NFL.
Before you do, let me say one more thing. Pat, you might agree with this.
Mm-hmm.
A call that I like to see change, when a man got a ball and he go across the end zone and he fumbles the ball. Right on they need to fix that.
Yeah, they need to change
If a man run that ball all the way down to right on the line and then his ball comes out of his hand, then there'll be another call for that.
Or this right here, when they catch a touchdown in the end zone and come down, and then because they hit the ground, the ball comes out, they say it's not a catch. If you catch that ball in the end zone, the ground shouldn't be able to force a fumble, just like anywhere else in the middle of the field. When you go down on the ground, they say the ground can't cause a fumble. Don't that apply to the same logic?
Yeah, same logic.
I think they need to.
That's
be,
what I'm saying.
That's what I think. And this reminds me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
This reminds me of the Jesse James catch for a touchdown that they took away from us when we played the Patriots that year.
Right.
And again, they just used it. Once you, whether you turn up the field, whether you're on your knees, whether you're on your feet, if you have control of the ball and you can get control of that ball and manipulate it to stretch it upfield, depending on your point of position, your team, and then especially across the goal line, you had enough control over that ball then.
And you advanced it. You advanced it across the line. Yeah.
And the ground shouldn't be able to cause.
And so the ground should. Now, here's the thing about it. What they need to do is, if somebody's catching the ball, they need to determine that they have control of the ball before they came down and hit the ground. That's really should be the issue. And if they had control, then at the end of the day, they had control. That should be a catch, even if the ground calls a fumble.
Right.
Just like if a running back's running the ball and they've already took their 2 or 3 steps, even if they broke the second level, and then they hit the ground, they don't take the ball away from him. It's not a fumble. He's down by contact. Whether it's contact from a player or contact from the ground. And I think the same thing should happen with a catch if they can determine whether or not he had control. Now if there's not clear, concise control, if he's kind of bobbling it, if he's struggling to grip it and all that stuff, that's different. Yeah. And then, so you should be able to, you didn't survive the ground in that case, but if you had control, it wasn't moving around in your hands, you brought it to your body, you went down and then the ball comes out, that should be a catch. That's just my personal.
Now that's what we're saying. And if you do run the ball across the line and you drop the ball, at least let it be a fumble. Let them give somebody a chance to try to cover the ball. But what you said, Pat, is pretty much money.
No, I think once you break the plane, that's a touchdown.
It should be.
If you catching the ball on the sideline and you get both feet down and you're falling out of bounds and you hit the ground and you got control of the ball and then the ball comes out because you hit the ground.
That should be a catch. That should be a catch.
That's what I'm saying. They need to change
They
that.
said they're going to look at that play. So,
But that concludes the comments, guys. Now let's get to the picks. It's picks time.
All right. Yeah, we didn't have a Thursday night game this year, so.
You mean this week?
I mean this week. This year, I meant this week. So
right.
I guess in the back of my mind, I was thinking it's the first week this year that we didn't have a Thursday night game. It's probably what my mind was.
But first game, Steelers at the Ravens, which is playing now. Who do you got?
I'm picking the Steelers. So I think that we can win this game, and even though on paper Baltimore is supposed to win the game, we should win this game based on the momentum we've had and making the switch at quarterback. But like I said, I still stand on my statement in terms of it being a win-win. Because if we lose a game, it's not like somebody's gonna say, "Oh my gosh, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves." Like these dudes just beat the Ravens 56-13, so it's like, But if we win,
who beat the Ravens 56?
I mean, beat the Browns 56-13. The Ravens did.
Oh, okay.
So, but at the same time, if we win, they're gonna say, "Man, they knocked off number 1 seed." But then they're gonna say, "But wait, they always play the Ravens good." So,
and then they're gonna say Lamar wasn't playing.
Yeah, but then they'll look at
the big thing.
Yeah, but then they'll look at the first game of the season, and they'll look at the first game of the season, and they'll look at the last 4 seasons.
Yeah, but that all that in the past don't matter. We're talking going forward.
Well, my point is,
anything in the past don't even.
Well, they'll look at this season because everything that's happened this season so far among division rivals does count. It's just like
that counts.
The Falcons and the Saints, or the Falcons and the Bucks.
It counts somewhat. But
Dallas
what I'm saying is
Dallas and the Eagles, like
but what I'm saying as of today though. That stuff you can't.
It does count because you can say
I know it counts, but what I'm saying is, what's going to happen going forward?
Yeah, but
now
my point is, if you try to use the argument, well, the asterisk is Lamar wasn't playing. Yeah, but they beat the Ravens with Lamar earlier in the season when everybody was healthy.
I get it, but I'm going with the Ravens. Although I didn't know Lamar was sitting today, I'm still going with the Ravens.
You got a chance to change it?
No, I'm not changing. Who are you going with?
He said he ain't changing it, Pop.
I went with the Steelers because Lamar was out. That's what I was telling y'all earlier. Lamar's not in there, so
I didn't even know he was out.
I kept telling y'all at the beginning.
I was picking him anyway.
Did y'all hear what I was telling him? I said he was sitting.
Right. Okay. Ron, who you got now?
I hate to go here, but I gotta go with Pittsburgh.
He's hated. Golly.
Wow.
You better not put us in the same category as the Cowboys where you don't even want to pick us.
Well, you already know why I don't really fool with Pittsburgh, so that another time.
No, you just want to talk about how we beat y'all pretty much almost every time we play.
No, to be honest,
bro, we had Matt Ryan. You can't count that.
That was my father's team.
You know, Matt Ryan is a choke artist. You can't count that.
But he was Matty Ice at one point to you too. To you at one point.
Matt Ice when he very first came in the league, bro.
I told you this
for a couple years.
Even before the Super Bowl run, we was beating y'all. Okay, go ahead, Ron.
Matty Ice, like I said.
I told you this.
You're making my point for me.
Oh no, you forgot. But yeah, that was my Pittsburgh was my father's team.
Okay.
And he used to be like Pop, be talking.
Oh, I see. So he was a
you might think Pop
fanatic. He was a fanatic about Pittsburgh. I got you.
All right, next game. Texans versus the Colts. Texans win and they're in. Or Colts win and they're in. Who you got, Pep?
I got the Colts. At home. I think the home field advantage is gonna give either team an advantage.
All right, I got the Texans in that. Pops, who you got?
I got Texans.
Ron, who you got? Texans.
Only is CJ Stroud playing.
No, he's playing.
I got Texas for 200, please.
Okay. Next game, Bucks at the Panthers. Pap, who you got?
I got the Bucks. The Bucks, they should win this game.
Yeah. Even though, man, it's another way it's sore for us, Ron, because we kind of want to get in the playoffs, but we know what's going to happen if we get in there. And then it's kind of like if we get in the playoffs that pretty much solidifies we're gonna keep Arthur Smith. So it's a double-edged sword for me. Even though I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the Bucks because I think the Bucks is a better team.
Let me flip a quarter.
And I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Who you got, Ron?
Quarter, that's where I would go.
Yeah, it's like it's a no-win. Really, this is a no-win for us. Honestly.
What's up?
Well, if the Bucks lose, though, y'all got a chance, right?
Yeah.
Like Jim Curry and Jim Montgomery chance, yeah.
As soon as you looked at it, you left, I was like, okay.
What do you think this coach gonna do in the playoffs? When we played against the likes of San Francisco, Dallas Cowboys, Eagles, Detroit. Come on, bro. Really? Green Bay is even playing, even though we beat them early in the season. Well, it was barely, and that's why I said
they different now, guys. They're
a different team now. We play them now, we'll probably get blown
that
out.
That quarterback is playing, dog.
Right,
Jordan Love is playing.
So,
that's what I said.
Okay, go to the next one.
But next game,
Vikings.
Falcons at the Saints.
I'm picking y'all to win this game. Y'all should win. Didn't they bench Derek Carr?
Yep, they did.
He played last week. He's back for it.
As soon as you just bring up,
I think the Falcons. Y'all should win because y'all playing good enough to.
It's a double-edged sword for me, man. Like it's a no-win for us, but I'm going Falcons. Who you got?
I'm going the Falcons.
Who you got, Ron? Because playing Saints in that dome is tough.
Yes.
And then I think they said Tyler Heineke is questionable. He got an ankle problem. He might not even play, so that means Ritter's back. But Ritter does play the Saints pretty well. That one thing I do give him.
But something on the line right there.
The way you rolled your eyes, man.
It's like, what can I say, man?
Talk me into the game, Travis. Believing in our Atlanta Falcons. I say tie.
Say tie, okay. All right, next game, Vikes at the Lions. Who you got, pal?
I got the Lions. The Lions definitely should win that game.
I got the Lions also. Pops, who you got?
Lions.
Ryan, who you got there?
Lions.
Lions, okay. Next game, Browns at the Bengals. Pap, who you got?
Yeah. I got the Browns.
I got the Browns also. Joe Flacco's playing out of this world right now.
And I got the
old man
Browns.
Flacco, like old man Cap, basically.
I got the Browns.
You got the Browns. Who you got? Browns, okay. Next game, Jets at the Patriots. Cap, who you got?
Definitely, I will tell you.
I got the Jets. Jets should beat the Pats.
This was a hard one for me because this is gonna be a toss-up, but I got Jets also. Pops, who you got?
I got Jets.
Ron, who you got?
I will take a nap at that.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one of them.
Yeah, pick one.
But you ain't get out that easy.
I know it's hard.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
This is gonna be one of them games. It's gonna be like here, you win. No, yeah, you win. It's gonna be one of those type games. They're gonna be giving it to each other. Pause. But yeah.
The Jets.
I'm like Shaq and Charles Barkley. I'm like,
they're gonna be giving it to each other hard too. Pause.
Oh.
But go ahead. What you say?
What the heck, dude?
I love messing with them, man. The looks on their face.
Nah, we don't.
Don't, man.
So who you got, Ryan?
I got the Jets.
Jets, okay. Next game, Jags at the Titans. Pat, who you got?
I got the Titans, man. I'm going upset at home because Trevor Lawrence was questionable with his shoulder. I'm not sure if he's playing.
Tannehill's playing in this game.
Tannehill's playing
last game before he can pretty much his tape for the next day because that's what it is.
So Tannehill, I mean,
so they told him
he may be
we're
out.
gonna let you play your last game because this is pretty much your last game.
This is
to get you some tape out there for another team.
Is he past his prime? Maybe. Who knows? But I don't think so. I still Ryan Tannehill. So I think he may do a better job.
And Ryan, this might be I told you it's gonna be one of our options for the Falcons next year. Like it or not, if Arthur stays here, that's gonna be the guy he go after. Watch what I tell you. Now,
guess we'll see.
I'm going Jags in that.
I'm going Jags.
Who you got, Ron?
Jags.
Okay, Eagles at the Giants. Pep, who you got?
This thing right here.
I got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles too.
Y'all, I'm going with the Eagles, but the way they looking, I don't know, dog.
We go.
No, that is looking good,
Haterade.
man.
What's in your cup over there, Pops? That Haterade?
Have you been looking at them lately?
Drink in my cup.
Hey, you know they lost last week, right? They shouldn't have lost.
Hey, you can change it now. You got to change it.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Your conviction ain't that strong.
Eagles are a better team, though.
Yeah, it ain't that strong. I see. Ron, who you got?
I'm just saying.
I gotta go with the Eagles.
Tyrod Taylor is playing for the Giants now, and he is playing good.
He's playing good.
I'm telling you.
If Tyrod would have been a more consistent player on a side note through his career and had stayed healthy, there's no telling how he might have been on a contending team or would have made a team a contending
He's
team.
Michael Vick like.
Yeah.
Light.
Yeah, he is.
Light, rather light.
Strong arm, mobile.
Can run.
But
That guy got them playing,
But
man.
he's not always accurate. His accuracy is
That's true.
not as high as some of the other quarterbacks.
He's just inconsistent. That's all.
And inconsistent, yeah.
Give him a little more time.
Next game, Seahawks at the Cardinals. Pat,
I'm
who you
going
got?
Cardinals, man. I think they play spoiler and I think they upset.
I got Cardinals also in this upset.
I got Cardinals.
Who you got, Ron?
Look up, Ron gone.
Okay, well
What's the next one?
next game, Bears at the Packers. Who you got, Pat?
Got Packers at home.
I got Bears.
I got Packers.
You got the Bears trap?
Yeah, I got the Bears.
I got the Packers. Go ahead.
All right, next game, Cowboys at the Redskins. Pat, who you got?
I got the Cowboys.
I got
And it's not the
Cowboys.
Redskins.
The mama called them Redskins. I'm gonna call them Redskins. I got the Cowboys.
And I hope they do something about that name. I got the Cowboys too.
Oh,
but
they finna change it. All this.
you say what's coming on
Are
this
they
team?
going back to the
Magic
Redskins?
Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
They changing all that. They're not going back. Badgers already came out and said they're not going back to the name. So I would just call them the
their mascot
Washington.
and everything.
I would just call them the Washington Warhogs because it's still a pig and they can still have the hogs in the stands and still be a pig. The Washington Warhogs. Don't that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
And you still can use. It's basically Redskins without saying Redskins because you're talking about a pig skins Warhogs, right? Don't that make sense though?
I can see it.
That's better than the Commanders.
I'm saying
Of all the names they had showed the list of the names they had. They had better names. They picked the Commanders, bro.
Take it easy. I can see it. Okay.
The Washington Warhogs make sense because the fans can keep to the classic, the Hogs
Go
out in the
ahead, go
stands.
ahead, guy.
Okay.
49ers and the Rams.
They called in the Commodore.
Okay.
Right.
Hey.
So, who you got in that game, Ron? Cowboys at the Redskins.
I hate this. This tastes like vomit. But, Dallas.
My God.
Hey, you ain't
Oh, man.
TJ done got him another one.
Vomit.
TJ got him another one.
Dallas.
Watch him.
Dallas.
Okay. Next game, Rams at the 49ers. Pap, who you got?
I got 49ers.
I got the Rams in an upset in this one.
Okay.
Who you got?
I'm going with the 49ers, but if the 49ers get beat,
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
it'll change up, guys.
Hey, if the Dallas Cowboys get beat,
It can change
it can
up,
change
guys.
up here, guys.
Same thing. All right, Ron, who you got?
I got the 49ers.
Okay. Chiefs at the Chargers. Pap, who you got?
I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs also.
I got the Chiefs.
They kind of hit a little dip here
Who
toward
you
the
got,
end, but
Ryan?
they should win.
I got the Chiefs. I might be taking a nap doing that.
Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes, man, I don't know what's going on with him anymore.
It's just every team. It happens to everybody from time
Now
to time.
it's starting to be an indictment on maybe it was Eric Bieniemy. Because Eric Bieniemy left and went to Washington.
Yeah.
That's when he fell off. I'm not saying fell off, but
Was he the OC?
the team, yeah, he was offensive coordinator. Everybody was saying Andy was calling those plays, but Andy
be.
came out and said no, it was Bieniemy calling those plays.
Forever be in the
When they were winning.
Yes,
Winning,
he said, and he
winning,
said he
winning.
deserves to be a head coach. Yes.
Yeah.
So now it's really looking in Bieniemy's favor now.
Hey, that's a coach that if we move on for Tomlin, that's a coach I wouldn't mind having.
Go to the next, y'all.
That'll be us.
Go to the next. Raiders and Broncos.
Don't do
Y'all
that.
not getting all that good stuff, Patrick.
Go ahead.
Y'all can't get all the black coaches.
All I'm
Listen,
saying
we've never had
is-
one black head coach in history. Let us get one.
Y'all not
Good
getting
grief.
all that good stuff.
Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah,
Next.
fair enough.
All right, next game. Broncos at the Raiders. Pap, who you got?
I still got faith in the Raiders that they can finish strong. I think so.
Yeah, I'm going with the Raiders also. Because
They
they
said-
didn't
they said-
bench
they
Russell
said
Wilson,
And I'm going with the Raiders, too.
which is crazy.
Raiders.
Who you going Raiders? Okay.
Russ will be a quarterback that I wouldn't mind having. I would
Go to
love
the
to have
next one.
Russ.
All right, last game. Bills at Miami. Pap, who you got?
I'm going Miami at home. That could go either way, but
I'm
at
going
home, I'm
Miami.
going
Bills,
Miami.
Bills too inconsistent for me.
Now
I got Miami.
Now the way this season's been going.
Who you got, Ron?
Now the way this season's been going.
And that concludes the picks, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
the way this season's been going.
Tyrese, I mean not Tyrese, but Hill, he's banged up again.
Okay.
They
Here we
said
go. Here we go again,
Come
Trey.
on, I'm just gonna make the report, man. Just let me do that. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He say his ankle is still bothering him, they let him out of practice.
You
I'm
think you
just
can
saying.
come in and take my house?
Yeah. So
I didn't kill him.
they got to be careful.
Here's the other thing.
I don't think they're gonna let him play. I think they're gonna set him out because his ankle. That's what I think.
I don't know. I think Tyreek Hill gonna come back with vengeance.
But if his ankle's not good, he won't.
Here's the other thing.
Vengeance.
Now the way this
Redeem his people.
the way that this season's been going, the Bills could go in there and beat them by 30 points because this season's been that crazy.
That's not happening, bro.
And I didn't get to answer earlier when you asked about how the season was. This season was the one of the few seasons
Why you waiting till now to just get over
because
there?
I didn't get a chance to.
Okay, go ahead.
But where normally around game 7, game 8, maybe 9. Teams, the cream kind of rises to the top. And you kind of get an idea of what teams are strong going to be contenders.
It took about 14 weeks.
It took about 14 weeks this time before you was like, because even between weeks 8 and 12, it was still kind of going back and forth.
That's why I said this is most exciting because we couldn't even predict this year. Like, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Y'all couldn't.
Oh, you finally won. Now you want to say?
No, I mean I've done pretty good.
I know that you won.
I know, so that shows you that
you did pretty good.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, some of your picks was juggling.
Oh man, come on.
Patrick, some of his picks was juggling.
Yeah, it was,
He
it
just
was.
caught one and said, "I'm gonna go with this one," or "I'm gonna go with this one." But I give it to you.
Yeah.
You did alright.
This man literally had a couple picks, so he's like, "Who's the quarterback for this team? Who's this? Oh, okay, I'll just go with this team," and still won. So how can you defend against that?
Because I know the quarterback. I went with.
How can you defend against that?
Can I tell y'all what I did?
When this man don't even know who the quarterback for this team is.
Wait a minute. But reason I'm saying, because some of them had got hurt, and they had to tuck them out. But I did a thing on this quarterback this year. I kept the averages, and it worked. I don't mind telling you now. Yeah, it worked.
The man don't even watch half these games.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I watch them all.
I don't get it.
Don't do that now. I watch all the games. Don't do that.
Once again, Pops, you did alright.
Once again, Pops,
I've been dissecting the Cowboy all of their games and seeing what kind of penalties. Y'all have to see what I found out. Those tapes, man. God.
Wait a minute.
I dissected all the games. Referees, crazy.
Okay,
Man.
so that concludes the
All right.
picks. Is there anything else before we get up out of here, Ron? Anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
Good sauce.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Let me take that back. Great sauce.
Thank
I
you.
thought he was about to start talking crap.
I was like, damn, he gave us props and took it right back.
Well,
Patrick, Dad, anything else y'all want to say before we end this out?
Nah, I think it was a good podcast. Good topics.
Good podcast. Yeah.
Good topics.
Y'all gonna send me the show after it's over, like share it, send it to me if I can save it.
And guys, anybody goes back and watches this podcast after the fact, just hang in there with us because next season, it may not happen before the playoffs, but next season we'll have an intro video, outro, more things happening.
Yeah, that's coming beginning of next season.
I would like for all of us to have like our own like small little segments and takes on, like areas that we, you know what I mean? Like Travis's take on this, Pop's doing injuries and stuff like that, and then Pat's take on this, you know what I mean? Like at certain points in the podcast. So we got some big plans.
Got something pretty good to injuries.
Every time y'all do a podcast, you gotta take Pop's cup away from him. I think Pop,
Man, I'll be fighting for my Cowboy Pop. Don't be doing that.
Pop say I got that drink in my cup.
yeah, Pop's be on it, boy.
Yeah, we know.
I'll be like brother. I'll be like brother, man. Y'all be holding on to it now.
It's hard to stop a suicide bomber, basically. I mean, it's like that's what Dad is.
It's like, do you want to go down with him?
When it comes to these picks, like how do you defend against that? It's like,
oh Lord,
he's got the bomb on him, and he's gonna explode regardless, and he's running right at you. How do you defend against that?
Pop's be like,
That's what basically happened this year.
Hey, Pops,
I love you,
like,
but, I mean,
yes,
that's what
well,
it
yes, man.
You just got to get out of the way, which is basically what we did. Get out the way, like you got it.
And let us and see what happens. Hopefully, you're far enough away from it
Pops,
where
like,
you're unscathed.
yeah.
But anyway, we gonna be getting up out of here, guys.
Absolutely.
Just-
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless you. Good night.
Yeah, without y'all, we don't have a podcast. Y'all make the podcast.
So we gotta figure out how we gonna do this.
So Pat, it's up to you to end this thing now.
About to end it now. Appreciate it, guys. Again,
Ryan, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you, brother.
Man,
Always
the
been
next-
a
the next-
integral part of the show.
the next time we meet, it's gonna be playoffs.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna be playoffs, so it'd be interesting to see how it all plays out. Because it's crazy, man. There's so many teams neck and neck in both conferences, of course, but especially in the AFC. There's so many teams neck and neck that either have the same record or one game, off and away. So it's crazy. But anyway,
All right.
till next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace in the Middle East.